Inside of 2, it'll be Jeffrey Geringer at Little Rock, Arkansas on the 13L. Outside is Larry White in car number 32. Inside of 3, from Genoa, Arkansas, the 90, the second generation racer is Tyler Green. Brendan Starnes from Texarkana in the 1B. 6 cars, 8 laps of distance. What do you say we pull those belts tight? I'm pretty sure they've already done it.
Yeah.
Thank you, DW. And
hey, I hope Tyler Green has a better job racing tonight than Genoa Centrals. They lost to Fout for the 9th time in a row in the Battle of the Bridge. What a rivalry.
On demand on raceontexas.com. The 85 shoots up the racetrack over the door. Here comes Jay Watson for the race lead.
Here comes that Blue Jay we talked about last time we were here at Timberline Speedway. If you're hunting for a bird, the Blue Jay's out front. Jay Watson, 61J, checking out on him here in that Camaro, Zach.
Man, this is the odd for James Thompson. This is a rare early start for him in the 85. He typically doesn't have to battle behind the 8 ball because he's been so good in that car. But now he'll face some adversity and smash the loud pedal and try to run back down. But that car is very tight. You can't get it to steer through the center of the corners or off of exits.
Something is not the way he likes. You're right. Because that or someone pushed him out of the way and jumped in his car. That's not James. You're right. That is not typical James Thompson out there. But Tyler Green from the back to third. He's got side second on second here, Zach.
Might need to take that boulder and throw it over his shoulder. Because right now he's got a lot of extra weight on it, the 90 car. We'll punch the time clock. He'll go to work to the inside. He brought us stamps. He'll send it. He'll try to clear the nose and not able to get the job done. They go door to door for the second spot off of 4 down the front straightaway into 1.
They are side by side, 2 wide here. Battle for second between Tyler Green on the inside. You got Geringer on the outside there in the 13L. They're still side by side. That high side run might help him out. Not going to do it. Tyler Green's going to take the spot going into 3 and 4, Zach. James Thompson now trying to catch up to him in 4th as well. Brandon Starnes from Texarkana. I say he's from Maud. He's a Cardinal. He's running in 5th right now, trying to get up there to James Thompson.
So the Roy's Burgers are always great here. Had a mouthful of it there for a few moments, about to have another bite. As the 85 now goes to work, trying to grab the 3rd spot away. And very irregular performance so far for James Thompson, as strong as he's been since he jumped in this car for the first time at 67 and scored the win from 17th, the last race of the season.
And I tell you, Zach, from the start of this season at 67 Speedway, Jay Watson showed up in the hobby stocks over there, man. And he's been this close to getting a win. Now, he's got wins. I personally have not seen him win, and I talk to him quite often. And I've been waiting for that moment. Jimbo stayed to the lake. He didn't come here tonight. Jay Watson's out front right now. I'm going to say he's got a good chance to win here for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, that second to last race of 67 this year, there was 5 different leaders and about 7 different lead changes, and he led the most laps that night and came up short. As down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. Here comes the 85 for the race lead. And the white flag is out. Final trip around the speed plate. We got a battle for the top spot and a battle for 3rd into 1. He'll continue to knock on the back door like a trick-or-treater with a sweet tooth for the final time. He says, hey, he walked right through the threshold, but it won't be enough to the line. Jay Watson going to score the win at 61 over the second of the 90 of Tyler Green. And grabbing the 85, he went ahead and threw it over his shoulder. James Thompson will grab the 3rd spot in car number 85.
Before the whole,
Pocono race there back in 2000, huh?
That was before the whole, suspension thing.
8 laps of distance in heat race number 2 for the hobby stocks here at the Timberline Speedway. As they come off of 4, stacked and racked down the front boulevard into turn number 1. Strickland, he'll give it a whirl down into 1 and 2 and gets a battle there to his inside for the race lead. It's a good race to this point.
For sure. But Kenward got a push there on that factory stock, hobby stock. So
the number 15 at the tail, that's probably Jimmy Bird. He's not on the roster, is he?
No, there's not.
Could be Craig Oakes. Last weekend, Craig Oakes came from 16th to win at Chatham Raceway. He won the Spooky 50, driving the other 75. My mistake. Yeah, Andy Norman.
Andy Norman, 75X.
Sorry, folks. It
does look like a 15. I'll give that to you.
It doesn't even look anything like the car I was thinking it did. From far away, it does, but not up close. Nonetheless, 75 wrestles the lead away.
And I'm going to guess, Zach, is that blue on the Tony Fothery ride? I don't see the number on that one. Is that our 26? Fothery. Tony Fothery. So there's the, no, there's 26J. He's in second, 36J right in third, Josh Rankin. So that must be Jennifer Hamlin that has no number on that blue car. That's Jay Watson, second half. Oh, no, I was right with that.
Right now, Andy Norman out front, the 26J of Jennifer Hamlin in the second spot. And Joshua Rankin in the 36G rounds out the top 3 with Fatherly and Kenward, your top 5.
Hey, it's a trick or treat night, right? Tricks and treats. So the tricks are, I'm getting lineups wrong. Zach had a car wrong, but that's because he couldn't see the number. And oh my, it's foggy up here, guys.
Norman stretching out that advantage. He turns the quickest lap of this race at an 18.5. Nobody else is even in the 18-second bracket. Second place driver Hamlin's turned a 19.233.
Is that Rockefeller out there? Norman Rockefeller? Oh, my. Good battle for second right now, though, Jack. There between Hamlin and Rankin. The 26J, the 36J, side by side, 2 wide, going into turn 3 and 4.
Norman 2 miles per hour faster than the rest of the competition here, and it's very indicative on the racetrack. He's putting them up and putting them down. With that last lap speed, 71.691 miles per hour. Everyone behind him running at 69.3 miles per hour.
Yeah, and I tell you, whatever happened on the start there for Trent Kenward, unfortunately, he's not been able to rebound. He's back here in the back, but I tell you, he is putting down some better laps, of course, after that rough start. He broke into the 19-second bracket a moment ago out of the 20-second bracket, so he'll get that thing figured out. I love watching Kenward run, man. He's a younger kid. He's got some good heart out here in this thing, and he wants to get it done. He's going to do it eventually. Hey, checkered flag coming, Zach.
Final time off of 4, face of the checkered flag shown by your flagman, Scotty Husselbeck tonight. Andy Norman dominates in heat race number 2 for the Hobby Sox here at Timberline tonight. Second, we go to the 36G of Joshua Rankin. At Texarkana this season, the points champion at Texarkana. The 32 Wilson's Automotive Entry with the best elite best engine underneath the hood of that outlaw race car. It's Brendan Brown in 32. And Joshua Greenwald in 27, this year's 4th place points finisher at Boot Hill Speedway. And off of 4, we got him 3 wide for the race lead down the front straightaway into turn number 1. The 007 of Yant, boy, he likes it, he loves it, he wants some more of it. He's going to try to slide up in front for the race lead, and he's got it. Dustin Yant's got the race lead.
Oh, little contact there. Who's that going to be, B.J. Cook and Nick Serber?
Serber sent him surfing there off of turn number 2. He had to corral it, and B.J. Cook says, I don't like that too much. And
I tell you, this thing's exciting, Zach, already out here with the back stock.
Oh,
3,
boy.
4 wide. Oh, my. Nick Serber there got a little bit loose. B.J. Cook right there. Brandon Brown, that 32. Hopefully got that thing worked out after the last time he was here, Zach.
B.J. cutting some slack there. Brandon Brown cutting no slack to Serber, though. They didn't even make contact. Serber just got it crossed up, pushed way up the racetrack. Looks like he has a left front broke, maybe. The toe's way out on that thing.
How'd it go again? B.J. Cook Jr. the 3rd?
Yeah.
Inside little joke there with B.J. Cook and his wife there having some fun with the name. Hey, Micah. Micah's enjoying this race, too. He wants to tell everybody happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Gotta love the kids here tonight.
Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. He's in the booth.
Spider-Man in the booth. That's right here.
If we have any problems, we're calling you Spider-Man.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
The 007 car giving everybody a problem right now. You might need to go slow Dustin Yant down for us, Micah. But right now, Dustin Yant throwing the keys on the counter. He says, hey, I'm going to go ahead and check out right now. But on the march through his rear bumper is the number 4 of Kyle Blanton.
Yeah.
Here comes Blanton, and here comes Joshua Martin, the Pineville, Louisiana racer, off of 4. Here they come.
Yep, and I was just going to say, if Spider-Man's going to save anybody, it might be Dustin Young, because Kyle Blanton is coming, baby. He's all over the back of Dustin Young. The golden gun here, as he looks to the inside, coming out of turn 2. They'll be in the backstretch, going to 3 and 4. We're going to be side by side in a moment, Zach.
The stain in the hourglass is starting to tick away, but first name Josh, last name Martin. He's rolling like a yo-yo with no string around the outside of the racetrack, pulls down maybe the middle line that time, and he keeps that momentum wound up underneath the hood. And here he comes. He's reeling them in, trying to pull the top 2 to him. Here comes the Pineville, Louisiana racer, Joshua Martin, for the 2nd spot and trying for the race lead. It should be close. It's getting tighter than the top string on the Texas Fiddle through 3 and off of 4. 2 laps to go. Show from Scotty Husselbeck.
I tell you, this is shaking up to be good, man. I tell you, it almost looked like bad Chad out there a moment ago. I had to double check my eyes with that 4B and the Kyle Blanton. He's all over the back of Dustin Yunt still. And again, the 3rd place cars made it a battle. Brandon Brown's all alone in 4th, Zach.
Josh is trying to get it wound up. Like it's very even right now. That top line is picking up, inches on each and every lap, but it's not enough to get car lengths or a half a car length. He'll go back into 1 and smash a loud pedal. He'll pull to the bumper. He'll go to a little bit lower that time through 1 and 2. Last time by, he went higher than Willie Nelson on a cross-country tour. Final time down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Blanton's going to take a stab at the 007 of Yant, but he's got the golden gun ready to fire. Off of turn number 4 for the final time. Yant leaves the bottom lane wide open, but it'll be enough to hold on for the victory. Dustin Yant scores in an outstanding race there in the waning stages. Second, we'll go to Blanton, and a good run for the Pineville, Louisiana racer. So Brandon Brown comes all the way from the tail to finish in the top 4. He'll be a threat tonight's main event. And the 26-year-old racer from Pineville back in the house, a multi-time winner here in his career. Wesley Burris in car number 44, a regular over at the... We'll get there. Outside it'll be the 12 of Bo Perry out of Bossier City, Louisiana. Bad Chad Abernathy and 3 wheel Neil Kemp from Kirby, Arkansas. And boy, we got a... oh, look at Bo Perry. He's going to split the gap. And they go 3 wide for 2nd or 3rd into 1 and 2. Lopez Oh, baby, throw a blanket over the top 5 right now. They're still 3 wide for second. Chase down the back straightaway. Here comes Bo Perry.
I tell you what, Bo Perry's been fast all year long. Everybody shows up, had a little bad luck, but he's up there. And look at, hey, Andrew Rossum says, my dad Davis is not the only one that's awesome. Here comes Andrew Rossum.
That was nice. That crossed under by the 12 of Perry, but look at the 5. He's rolling too. He got the yo-yo with no string, and they'll go 3 wide for second again into 1 and 2. How about it, Lee Carver? Looking good tonight, but the Bass Energy Services bootlegger race car number 11 of Bowden leading. The 3 wide battle still continues. What a racetrack and what a race they have. They're 3 wide all the way to 9th or 7th.
You got it, man. What a race. Bo Perry, the cheese in the middle. Hope we don't slide off the cracker. There's that, but Jason Lishman's been fast all year as well. Here goes Bad Chad Abernathy, Neil Kemp. Oh, my, what a race.
Sometimes the peanut butter stays on the cracker, and sometimes that top lid just slides right off, and that's what happened there with the 5. He slid back to the 4th spot, and he's relegated now to 4th as here comes Neil Kemp. He'll throw his hat in the ring and become a player. He says, how you doing here, 5 of Paul Lopez? He says, I'm pretty good. Get out of my house. Off of 4. Down the front straightaway, knowing we got a dandy of a race brewing here in factory stock heat race number 2. What more do you want, race fans?
That racing is getting good. You know who's up front, Zach? It's Travis Bow Wow Wow Yippee Yo Yippee Yay. Travis Bowden up there getting it done in that pretty new ride.
It's heating up. Here comes Bo Perry. He'll knock on the back door like a trick-or-treater with a sweet tooth here on Halloween. Off of turn number 4 for the race lead. Here comes Bo Perry. This year, won the $1,000 at the Battle of Boot Hill, that portion of that 5,000 win limited modified event. Won at Lone Star and swept at Boot Hill on his birthday weekend. 6 wins on the year for the Bossier City Racer, but he's been kind of on a cold streak. He's trying to get back on a heater. Here he comes.
Hey, the last time we were here, Paul Lopez had a lot better looking car than the Longhorn. But anyway, there's still cars coming in on trailers, Zach. I just saw one pull in. Oh, my. They're that excited to be here tonight that they're still coming.
It's a beautiful night for dirt track racing action. Don't know what more you could have asked or prayed for, but the good Lord blessed us here tonight. As down the back straightaway, we're also being blessed with some great talent on the racetrack that are putting on a great race. And here they come. 3 wide again for second as Perry slipped up a little bit there. And he will allow... Oh, boy, that's close. Oh, the 92 of Rossum just... Bill Perry don't like it too much. We're about to find out.
You know, and I want to give a shout out real quick. Paul Lopez to keep on going there for that spin. A lot of guys would have stopped, brought on a caution. Paul Lopez kept going. We got a battle up here for the lead, gang.
Bo Perry got a little used up there a little bit, but it was all right. It's quite tight quarter racing. Like, right. I'm going to go, and here comes Rossum. He's showing what he did here earlier in the year at 67 train rates. And how about it, folks? How about the 19-year-old or 18-year-old down the back straightaway trying to knock on the door for the race lead?
Photo finish coming right here, Zach. Andrew Rossum.
He's going to throw the slide job. Oh, my.
Crossover.
Turn number 4.
Bow Wow Wow Yippee Yo Yippee Yay. He's going to come up short. Andrew Rossum, my dad Davis, the other one is awesome. Factory stock heat race win.
Big Bad Bowden. He's big and he's bad, but he's not bad enough. The badness of the bad is the youngster. Race fans who don't transfer will obviously have to race it out through a consolation race or a last chance qualifier, B main, if you will. So we'll take the top 4 as we've taken the top 4 in the first 2. Heat race number 3 gets ramped up or on demand on raceontexas.com, the official video provider of the Timberline Speedway into 1.
Here we go, NASCAR. Brandon Hightower up there with Brian Mewburn because Colby's going to be in the 36J. Jaws has submerged himself in the concession stand or maybe the attendance seats up here, the grandstands.
Hightower going to find out about this factory stock racing quick, fast, and in a hurry. He'll hug the hub. He drove Johnny Higginbotham's factory stock a hot lap last weekend at Chatham, but didn't race. First time he's ever been behind the wheel of one. He started his racing career in wing modifieds and super late models. As he'll head off into 1, he's already got disposed of, lost 3 spots from the pole. Down the back straightaway, Brian Mewburn with the race lead. Here comes the former super champ, Ricky Ingles in 81.
I tell you, he's got that rear end jacked up like it's a drag car out there, Ricky Ingles. That thing looks stiff on the back end, but I had to John Beckett give him a shout out right there fighting on the outside of Ricky Ingles.
Yeah, Ricky Ingles last weekend had a hot rod. Justin Whitehead came from the tail to finish second in the B main at Chatham. Ingles as well did the same exact thing as Richard Blanchard won the 1 of the B mains. But 81 of Ingles, a little bit of contact was made over there with the 45 of Blanchard, but nonetheless that was in, and this is now. He's had a hot rod all year. Didn't win his first factory stock race until June the 9th in the front straightaway. They nearly lost it. Nearly bit the concrete. What a job to corral that number 81 car after that kiss of contact with a 0 of Beckett.
Oh, nothing, Zach. They're complaining I'm a little bit too loud, but we're a loud person. We had this conversation before, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Y'all do. If y'all have problems like that, feel free to come up to the right side of the dry side or tell them at the concession like you've been doing. We'll turn it down. We can't hear ourselves up here, so we need to know that.
Right now, we got a battle for the race lead, and you can feel the pressure heating up for the race lead. Right now, the 81 of Ricky Ingles knocking on the back door to the number 6 of Mewburn. 2 heavyweights off of 4. The 2-time factory stock 50 winner. This year's runner-up in the big 10,000 win King of the Hill to Whitehead. Ingles, 6 wins on the year, chasing the 1. It's a good race.
I tell you what, Ricky's making his presence known for the lead about as loud as I am up here tonight. So here comes Ricky Ingles on the inside of Brian Mewburn. We got a race. Mewburn, of course, in the family tree with the Whiteheads. So that's some good blood out there racing.
I'll take that personally. Probably work well.
And man, Muber keeps slamming the door shut right on the fingers of number 81. Says, get out of the cookie jar. You're not allowed. And off of 2 down the back straightaway, Brian Muber doing a fine job. Brian has not raced much here as of late, as his son Connor been racing the 4 cylinders. Colby, of course, been driving this car all season long at Texarkana. And the white flag is out for the final quarter-mile trip around the racetrack for the veteran Brian Muber in 36.
We have got a race here. I guarantee you, Donna's up here rooting for Brian there. Guarantee you on that, no doubt about it. Ricky Eagles going to look to the inside on the backstretch. He may have a run here, Zach. They're almost side by side going to 3 and 4. Take us home, Zachariah.
He says, I'll pull the lever. And he smashed it to the floorboard. He said, I'll hit the brakes and fly right by. Off of turn number 4, grabbing a final lap pass just like Rossum. Ricky Ingles in 81 steals one here late.
Did Ricky steal that away or something happened to Brian coming out of 2, man? That was a heck of a run Ricky had on the backstretch up here. She's not in Kansas anymore. She's rooting a car on out there. I'm going to guess it's Whitehead's car because she got a picture taken with it at 67 early in the year. The wife snuck him down there during the SmackDown. Micah and Matt got the picture taken. Here we go. Colby Muber smashes the loud pedal from the front row.
Scotty Husselbeck, I was thinking he may not like it, but he likes it. And into 1. There's some contact being made. And already picking up and putting them down at the tail there. You better keep your eyes on the 87. He's marching and climbing to the front. But here comes Myers for the back bumper to the 36J for the race lead.
Yeah, I don't know if Bruce Edwards checks his fire suit, but I need to check mine. Boy, that scared me. He dropped from the front spot there all the way back. And he's still got problems over here, Zach. It's unfortunate for the 40. But hey, Colby Muber in 36J. That's not Jaws. It's Muber out there leading the way.
Oh, you mentioned Bruce Edwards. His cousin Carl. I don't know if he'd approve of that. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. Right now, Pineville, Louisiana's Rodney Howell. He's howling like a wolf here on Halloween.
Oh, Rodney. Good to see Rodney up here with us. Well, I think he brought a gang with him, too, from what I heard. As he came up from South Louisiana there in that 55M. Boy, he looks fast. That's Cody Myers. Everybody knows Cody Myers.
Can you imagine the pressure, perhaps, like, I don't want to speak too much on it, but the pressure that Colby has to feel for hopping in this car knowing how well, oh, boy, Howell.
He's leaning on him, Zach.
I don't even know that they touched a little bit of right side romance, maybe a little bit for the 3-car of Howell, who's knocking on the inside of the 36J of Colby Muber tonight. He keeps slamming the door shut in front of his face. He says, get out of my house.
Hey, he did a good job right there because I thought Colby dimed enough that Rodney's going to spin him out there, but good job by both these guys. Rodney might give him a shot in the what?
Tail tank and the shorts. And Howell says, I don't even need to pull your pants down. Off of turn number 4, he'll roll right to the outside and roll to the race lead in 3.
Man, I'm having fun. Aaron Green came from the back. He's side by side with Jason Lishman for 5th. He's got his sights set on Lishman to get by him. Then Cody Myers. Then he'll be all over the back of Muber, who just gave up the top spot.
The mean green fighting number 87 machine. Now going to roll the 5J of Lishman and relegate him back to the 4th spot off of 4. Aaron's rolling now. Off of 4, halfway into the books here. 50% complete. It'll be 3.5 laps to go, and the 3-car meets the midpoint of the back straightaway with the 36J trying to stalk him and hawk him. But here comes Green now working. The pair of youngsters, the 21 and 19-year-olds down the back straightaway for 3rd and 4th, chasing the 3.
Dude, this racing is so good. I just had the glimpse of a thought that this is the last race of the year, and I got sad. I had to push that out of my head, man. This is some good racing we've got to start tonight here at Timberline Speedway, Corley, Texas, Billy White's House of Pain, as we get it done here tonight on the Spooky 30.
Spooky. In the 3 and off of 4, this time by it'll be coming down to the caution flag, as a matter of fact, by Scotty Husselbeck throwing out the.
Zach.
I just try to power through it and just make some plays, you know.
That's it.
Dan
That's
Patrick
it.
style.
You power through it, baby.
It's like when Bob Costas got the pink eye, you know, in Sochi. All right, off of 4, we're back underway here, race fans. It's been a good one to this point. Chase as they head back off into 1 by 2 by 2 by 2, all the way to the tail end of 1. The 3 of Pineville, Louisiana's Rodney Howell has the race lead. But here comes the outside line momentum for Bossier City, Louisiana's Cody Myers in 55.
I tell you what, Jason Lishman bumps the back of Muber in there in the 36J, and you tell you what, that's the headache talking a good one. It's been spectacular. It might even be spooktacular out here as we're almost 3 wide. Aaron Green trying to get up there to play with Cody Myers.
Could it be? It'd be like every other race in the Great Nation tonight. Everybody's a spooktacular this evening as they head off of 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Myers, but he won't have enough for the win as Howell has ran away and hid from the competition. Here comes a slight jump for 2nd. Oh, baby, I love it. He drove that car. He ended up all the way almost back in hooks.
Oh, baby, he got it. Look at that. Colby Muber looks impressive even though he doesn't get the win.
Wow. Colby Muber drove the car all the way back to downtown.
As well as all of our sponsors of this spooky race, it's going to include people like Duke Motorsports, Tower Mountain Photography. We'll listen off in a minute. Let's go green, Zach.
Down and dirty, Arclotex Area Racing Heat Race number 1. Off of turn number 4, presented by MJ and Randy into turn number 1. We're underway here in the spooky 31st heat of the night here for $800 to win tonight for the 4 cylinders, and they are wide all over the racetrack.
Yeah, Coldair was a cheese in the middle. He's going to try to stay on his cracker. Look at Justin Converse, that canary yellow. He's not going to hurt a fellow out here tonight. It's Justin Converse. He's all over the back of Morgan Powell. She's looking fast already, too, in that repaired ride. But look at Tyler Green jumping from the hobby stock to the 4-cylinder, but they're all chasing Chris Perkins, baby. Look at him. Oh, you're good. You're good. Converse, the inside of Tyler Green here. Oh, contact! Oh my! Looks like Tyler Green might have known he was there. Cut down, hit Converse's right front there. Converse, good recovery. We'll see if he's got any damage or a flat tire from that. Morgan Powell is in the catbird seat in third, but she's got Danny Rambo all over inside. You've also got the 30P making moves out here, looking fast. That's Lewis Gibbs. Man, we got a lot of good four-cylinders, but they're not on Chris Perkins' level. That's for sure. Chris Perkins is checking out from his competition. Good battle through the field. Danny Rambo, Morgan Powell, their teammates. Edward Brewer's coming up too in that BC ride. Oh, Tyler Green over the top here. Oh my. Hopefully that thing stayed on all fours. The little tipsies that went off the corner. Not a lot of speed behind it though. So either way, I think he'll be fine. Hopefully he'll emerge on the backstretch here. But if not, we're going to get a caution either way, and we'll go over there and check on Tyler Green. That thing went a little wopsy over there off that corner. It's always a little scary. You've also got Danny Rambo, Morgan Powell, Peyton Cox. They're all over him here. We got them racked. We got them stacked. Lights are out. Scotty Hutchbeck going to look over. We'll smash the loud pedal, the buzz pedal, we'll say, on the four-cylinders. Here they come. Morgan Powell. Oh, she gets turned. Oh, my. That's about how her luck has went all season long, unfortunately. Incidental contact there with the 95. Turn four, he'll push up, almost hit the wall there. Perkins will have to go back low there, side by side. Cole Derrick will lead that lap. Here comes Justin Converse. Captain Universe has found his own nation out there. He's taking third away. He's going to follow Cole Derrick by Chris Perkins going into 3 and 4. We got a race, Zach. 4 of them going at it right now for the win. Coming to 2 to go, I believe. No, 3 to go.
Four-cylinder racing doing what four-cylinder racing typically does, and that's providing great racing into one. They got him right now. Cole Derrick, 2 first things, so you know he's got game. He'll continue to saw on the wheel and hold on to it down the back straightaway. It's heating up. Here comes Converse, 2 of the heavyweights in this division. He goes higher than Willie Nelson on a cross-country tour with Snoop Dogg riding shotgun. And off the 4, it's 2 laps to go.
I don't know if you caught that a moment ago. Cole Derrick tried to come up. Converse put Derrick into the wall over here. Wasn't on purpose by any means because they're buddies. Tough racing right now. Converse has got that new car dialed in. He wants to pick up a heat race win. The first night he has it out. Can he pass Cole Derrick in 3 and 4? Bring us home, Zach.
Yeah, this last car that he had looked like it went through the ringer as he got a little bit of cattywampus there off of turn before. He goes to the inside. They're going to drag race to the line with the white flag out. The final quarter-mile trip is Cole Derrick just threw his left hand out the window. Not sure if he was saying that's the stop sign or that maybe he broke. He broke. That's what I thought it was. I don't think that he just got loose there. I think he knew that something was going foul, and he knew that he was letting Converse know to be at caution, so he didn't run over him anyway. But off of 4 for the final time, it's going to be Justin Converse out of Falk, Arkansas, scoring the victory, and after a phenomenal race.
Tough break, man, for Cole Derrick. Yeah, that was ugly. I thought he took the checker, to tell you the truth. I was okay. 10 Vines, Mr. 2018. I'm racing everywhere in the 13D. Second row outside, 4K, Kim Honeyman. 11 of James Peace make up your third row. Your fourth row is 2 of CJ Howell. 36, Connor Mewburn. Last row, the 3D of Dakota Cooper. And the 13J,
I don't know about
it is
that.
Jesse Tate.
Yeah, that ain't going to work. Half of them were asleep, and half of them were...
Unfortunately for Kyle, but that's what happens when you get in the car and get ready to go a little bit too fast.
Them quick steers turn pretty good. You can put your hand on that shaft sometimes and just steer it around with your fist. But
he raced before they had quick steer.
Much better start that time, and I'm thinking that Jerry Stevens Jr. did not like starting. Here it comes all the way from the bottom of the hill, trying to wash up the top, and they go 3 wide for the race, either 3 wide for second, third, fourth, down the back straight, they're still 3 wide. Here comes the 11 apiece, a multi-time winner, 4 wide in the 3 and 4, but the caution flag is out.
That is not going to work over there, guys.
I was wanting a little PSG, on the bars to get the left front.
Say, Jerry's a cool cat out here racing with us. One that just likes to get it done. He's a local yokel, and he's an average Joe. Likes to get out here racing. We're 3 wide, 4 wide at the start, Zach. Who cares? They're just doing what they want to out there, guy.
Uh-oh. And Peace is going to go upside down with a hard flip down the front straightaway. Kevin Peace with a hard flip down the front boulevard in that Ford Focus. We'll get him quickly check out here. And you get a chain reaction there. Fender bender off of 4 down the front straightaway with the field stacked up and was 4 different lanes wide and just ran out of some real estate. And it's easy to see that those cars can take a stroll.
And I see James Peace moving around here. We'll wait for the official word, but I think he's okay. I tell you, that hard tumble, but I like seeing how the car is not bent down any on the top there. I mean, good construction of that roll cage. It did its job, gang.
This right here is why it was a fantastic race, with Justin Converse scoring the victory in the C49 car. And they'll go at it in a 1 and 2. It's Kirsten, and he'll lean on the right side, a little bit of right side romance. And Jerry Stevens don't like it too much. He get washed way up the hill. Let's see if he elects to return the favor. He'll get thrown into the hip pocket by the 13D of Dalton Vines. The Texarkana racer Dalton Vines continues to stalk and hawk the tire tracks of the 7 of Kirsten for the race lead. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Kirsten out front of the 7, but here comes Dalton Vines. Hey, baby, he climbed all the way up to the top shelf. And Vines got a big screaming run from that top shelf momentum down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Here comes the 13D. What do you think about it, Toby Davis?
He doing good, that's all I know.
You wish you were out there?
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. They go side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway. Into 3. They're still door for the race lead through 3 and 4. Vines using the middle lane of the racetrack. Then outside line momentum by Kirsten. Going to look to pay dividends. It does not yet to this point. As the 13 of Vines went ahead and threw him into his hip pocket and sidestepped him for the race lead 2 laps ago. Tick-tock goes the race clock. The center of the hourglass is ticking away. Kirsten's got to go, and he's got to go now. It'll be 4 laps to go this time at the flag stand. Vines Kirsten putting on a display here at the Timberline Speedway in heat race number 2 here for the Spooky 30 inaugural James Kyle Memorial. Into 1. 4 cylinders. You can go and beat the windows out of a lot of cars into a junkyard, or you can find a little 4-cylinder block. You can build you a motor, but typically all of these cars are bone stock as you see them, as they sit. As Vines is now checking out, he's going to go ahead and throw the keys on the counter. It'll be 2 laps to go when he makes it back to the front straightaway to the flag stand. Gone. Vines is gone. Your top 3 cars separated by about the same distance around the racetrack now. Here in heat race number 2, once again, presented by Down and Dirty Racing. The white flag is out for Dalton Vines. Dalton Vines. Our most recent 4-cylinder winner here at this racetrack was, of course, Jesse Tate. Won the last one here at the racetrack. And rolling through 3 and off of turn number 4 for the final time. It'll be car number 13D, overdue for a big victory. Dalton Vines at 13D takes the victory. Second will go to the 7 of Kirsten. And on the pole, welcome back to the Stevens, Arkansas Racer, car number 26 in the IRP Racing chassis for Braden Dotson. Outside of Braden Dotson, it'll be Chase Morgan out of Hoosier Springs, Texas, in car number 21. Carl Samoki in car number 78. Outside it'll be Joey Weaver in the 1J, Bob Bullock Kellogg in 3GTE. The reigning Manny, Louisiana Sabine Motor Speedway track champion of the 3GTE Hooks RPM car. Chance Clark in the 21C. Lucas Berry out of Texarkana's in 1R. Heath Steak Sauce. It's Heath Wilson from Farmerville in the number A1. And Brandon Miller. As we go at it here on to the front boulevard into 1 underneath the flag stand, Bob Kellogg. Bob Kellogg, one of the good guys in the sport, there's no doubt about it. The 3GTE, he changed his number from 3G to 3GTE because it's the first initial of all of his grandbabies' names. And he says he thinks he's going to have to keep adding numbers. Oh, it's 3GTER now. You won't meet a finer gentleman. I don't necessarily mean by looks, folks. So Bob Kellogg continues to wage war and try to stalk down the number 28 who's out front with the lead, or 26 rather, Braden Dotson. The Milco IRP Racing chassis number 26, built by Jason Ingalls. Bob Kellogg trying to live up to his moniker and bullet his way to the top spot, but it's not enough to this point. Steak Sauce has rolled his way to 3rd now off of 4. A1 to 3rd of that IRP Racing chassis number A1. Brandon Miller, he's up to 4th. Good to see Miller here tonight. Brandon Miller from down around Baton Rouge, Louisiana. As they roll off of turn number 4, Bob Kellogg trying to tighten the gap. Not able to put pressure on the number 26 of Braden Dotson to this point. One of the best ever limited modified races I've witnessed at this racetrack was back in 2013 when this place opened. And Justin Whitehead at that time had his 36 car. Braden Dotson and Adam Roy put on one of the best limited modified races I've ever seen here. As they hustle them back off into one. Will lap traffic come into play here late? It'll be 1.5 laps to go when the 26 meets the midpoint of the back straightaway, and he does. Final time. Well, it'll be the final time into one for the final trip coming to the... Oh, it's 2 to go. I'm tripping. No, it is the white. Thank you. I thought so. Confusing myself. All right, Braden Dotson into one with lap traffic up ahead. Will Bob Kellogg be able to capitalize here on the final turn of the final lap? Into 3 and 4. Where's Dotson going to go and where's he going to hide? It doesn't appear that they'll hold his progress up as off of turn number 4, Braden Dotson is going to score the win over the 3 GTER of Bob Kellogg. So out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 2013, the 2014 Cajun Classic winner and the 2014 Factory Stock 50 winner of Adam Roy out of Red Lick, Texas. The most recent winner here is first ever limited modified start. He won it. The 27 of Dustin Robinette, your reigning factory or super stock track champ, and we're underway. The 9J of Danny Roy, Jeff Roy. And Paul Eady. Paul's to the wall. Into one. And they go 3 different lanes wide. Look at Turner. Way up top, baby. Went way up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. 2, 3, and 4. Bailey Turner singing it up top. And he's off of 4. Here comes Adam Roy. That brand new Ingles Race Performance Effect Series car. Adam Roy won the first night out in this new Effect Series. And these two right here have put on some races this year or what? They go side by side for the race lead in the 3 and 4. Ball drove it in deep. About set the car up in Hooks, Texas. Off of turn number 4 will smash the loud pedal from that outside line, but it won't be enough as Adam Roy has the race lead. And I'm telling you right now, folks, here comes the veteran racer. Paul's to the wall. Paul Eady in car number 90 from Jonesboro, Louisiana is rolling the hub and rolling it well. Right around the bottom. He couldn't go any lower than a mudcat in the Red River. Off of turn number 4, it's Adam Roy out front in command of the lead in the deuce. Paul Eady. It's 19.99 for Paul Eady. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. He'll roll to the inside of one of the best limited modified drivers in the Mid-South of Brandon Ball. Ball fights back to the outside. It won't be enough. The car stays stuck to the hub. Speaking of the 90 of Leedy, he's rolling. Strolling, and he'll continue rolling as he now disposes and relegates the 17 of Brandon Ball to 3rd. As the Leary Texan, Bailey Turner will now go to work for Ball. But off of 4, halfway in the books here. Last lap time for Adam Roy, turning a 17.630. Paul Eady with a 17.578. Paul Eady, last lap was just a few tenths quicker than Adam Roy was. Once again, a 17.578 for Leedy and a 17.630 for Ball with 2 laps to go. A 1.208 advantage out front for Adam Roy for the Red Lake, Texas racer, with an average speed of 76.587 miles per hour. The white flag out, coming this time by as it's all settled out. And the white flag for the final trip around. Adam Roy picking up, putting them down with 17.580 that time, as he'll roll through 3 and 4 for the final time. The driver of the Wounded Duck Trucking, Presto Magic Clean, Royal Performance Racing Powered IRP Effect Series chassis for the Red Lake Texan, Adam Roy scores the victory. And he jumped into a 17.607 that last time. Boy, he really started turning up the wick there.
3rd row outside's the 5. That's Catman John Mitchell of Texarkana. And, of course, the 3M is Wayne Hartwell. He needs to get out here. So we're going to go without Chase Haddon. I think he's all Winslet said, I'm not going. Not. They smash it here. Randall. Woo! He pushed boy, but that's all right. Wins is able to get out front, check out a little bit, but here comes Billy Jack. He's fast. He's bad fast.
Billy Jack, when he acquired that car that Cade Dillard won the TMS World Dirt Track Championship with in 2014, Billy Jack was on about a 5-year hiatus with Victor Lane, and he absolutely laid it on the wood. There's never any doubt that Billy Jack Brucha can ride the throttle. But the deal is Billy Jack, if he just dial it back a little bit here and there, he might be in Victor Lane a little more often. And off of 4, Settle just put the heat all over him. Oh, my. Off of 4, the Jack's Welding Service, Day Motorsports number 78 of Billy Jack Bruchin. The Gladewater Texan about ended up in Gladewater. Look out, Billy Jack.
Yeah. You don't want to go over that top, Billy Jack. It'll take us 10 minutes to get you back. But here comes John Catman Mitchell. He's on the prowl. He's in 4th. He's looking for 3rd. They go into the quarter. They're all running about the same line over here in 3 and 4, Zach.
John Mitchell got a little bit of cat scratch fever. last weekend, hopping out of the super late model Black Diamond Racing chassis into the mod this week. The 5 of John Mitchell last weekend in Chatham, Louisiana, in his Black Diamond Super Dirt late model, rolled his way to a third place solid finish out of 38 cars. And at 9,000 win main event with Billy Moyer Jr. and BJ Robinson finish in front of him in it. But John Mitchell looking to go out and do some USMTS racing. Look out, Jack. But John Mitchell looking to go USMTS modified racing maybe full time next year, and he better get up and get him up and down, as he's got a Vanderbilt race car on the way, and he's still in an MB Custom now.
Hey, John Mitchell thought he was going to get smacked. He said, "Thank you, Billy Jack, for turning back the other way." Oh my, coming out of 2 there, Billy Jack settled it up. I tell you what, Billy Jack has done this about 4 times in a row over here in 2. He's getting loose, he's getting squirrely. He does not like that corner. That car doesn't.
He doesn't have the car's good. I think there's just not a whole lot of bite up there. The side bite, the car's just kicking out on him, and just throwing those crumbs over the hill. But nonetheless, as you can see, John Mitchell's executing just a little bit lower on the track. He's too far behind to make up this heavy ground that the slack has been put on him here. Settles had a solid run, as the white flag will be coming out this time by from Hushel Peck for the 21 car of David Winslet. The most recent modified A main winner at the Boot Hill Speedway in Greenwood, Louisiana. He'll hug the hub. Uh-oh. Winslet broke. Winslet may have broke. Winslet did break. Final time through 3 and 4. Coming to the checkers. Winslet's trying to limp the car home. Settle gets into him, but Winslet holds on to the checkers. And it looked like he may have broke a rear end. I don't know.
I'm not sure he did something right. He's lucky Settles on the
look at the rear end shifting. Yeah. The 21 at Jason Ingalls at Longview, Texas. Is that Jason? I don't have a lineup. I can't see. Yeah, that is Jason. Okay. The owner and builder of IRP race cars, Dustin Tater Hyde, inside of number 3, the most recent winner outside of Hennigan. Hennigan won the last mod race here, as in the 1. He'll go 3 wide for the race lead in the 1 and 2 to the outside of the 1X of Chris Green, as they go 3 wide off the 2 down the back straightaway. Parker way up top for Grandpa, keeps the good bourbon. Here comes Tater. I'm telling you what, you got murderer's row in this one, and Hennigan throws him into his hip pocket. He says, "We'll holler at you."
Tell you what, Hennigan was the cheese in the middle. He ain't sliding off his cracker, Zach. He's on point here tonight. Here comes Dustin Tater Hyde. Tell you what, Hart's up there. Chris Green. Who draws for Chris Green, himself or Marla? Because they are a good drawer. He is up front every week in the heat races. But I talked about him and I gave him bad luck there as he split out coming out of 2.
Yeah, Chris hadn't raced a whole lot this year. He's still trying to get that car figured out. It's a side-biter race car that he acquired from Caleb Diller. So, how much do you put an implement on safety in your cars?
A lot.
Yeah.
We got the best 4-cylinder builder building all of them, and you ain't gonna find a safer car.
Yeah, I'd like to get back, because we saw Peace tumble down the front straightaway earlier.
Yeah.
And I said, you can't shortcut safety, folks, because you look, these cars may not be as fast as a modified, but you can still get injured racing them. You can't take it for granted.
3 wide out of 2.
Yep. Tater Hyde is
he was up high where he doesn't like to go.
Tater Hyde's doing what Tater does.
Tater's gonna take.
Yeah, he throws some cheese on it in the 1. A little bit of chives in the 1. Here comes the number 18 of Tater Hyde, the former Texas Motor Speedway voted most popular driver by the fans back in 2014 down the back straightaway. And in turn number 3, the former John Harvey Toyota Arklatex champion, the former Max Adams Memorial winner. What more do you want? He'll come into turns 3 and off of turn number 4 with Ingalls in tow. But on the front boulevard in the 1, it's win again, Chris Hennigan.
Yeah, and Hart pushed up there. I tell you what, it was funny, man. Tater's so fast that thing toting that left front up, but he tells me he doesn't want to do that. But the car is so good with the way they have it set up, he really can't do anything about it, man. It's fun watching him on that low side. He loves the bottom, and Hennigan loves the high side.
If you're a Tater Hyde fan, you're about to get a show, folks, because here he comes. Here comes DTH, whatever.
Hey.
And Dustin Tater Hyde.
Oh,
baby.
He got a little loose there, but he's got the extended front end of the front bumper on there too, Zach. He said he ain't letting Hennigan do that again like he did to Vivian.
Caution flag will be prior to that one. The one prior to actually David Winslet won the one prior to that, but the one prior, Chris Hennigan finished second to Ingalls, who rolled the outside of the racetrack the entire distance. Tater's so good at running the bottom here at this racetrack. We'll see what happens. As Chris Hennigan, I always call Chris, he's executing. Chris is good at finding the quick line around a racetrack. Right now, he'll get on that Rick Sis Performance power plant and put it to the test down the back straightaway in that Panel Truss GRT racing chassis built by Joe Garrison out of Arkansas, off of 4. The TRE by Holtz Camper, the TRE chassis by 8T. Dustin Tater Hyde rides second, as he's able to keep that car just pinned right around the bottom. But the way Chris exits, he's able to kind of lock those elbows in, and he keeps the car swinging out a little wider off of exit, but also keeps the RPM and the momentum rolled up underneath that number 16.
2 to go from our flagman, Scotty Hutchbeck. You know you're good when you get a nickname round racing. Win again, hit again. Tater Hyde racing Jason Ingalls. Oh my, this top 3
Hennigan
awesome.
lost some
Here
bite.
comes
Hennigan
Dustin
lost
Tater
bite.
Hyde.
And Dustin knows he's got to go, and he's got to go now. He'll throw the slight job. He'll throw it down to the bottom lane and try to drift up in front of the nose of the 16, and Chris has nothing for him. Down to the white flag for the final trip around. Hennigan broke.
He's having some issues, Zach, for sure.
Chris
He's
broke.
definitely slowed a lot. Wow, Winslet now Hennigan, but Hennigan gets a lap too early.
It nearly looks like the same exact thing that David had an issue with. This is strange. Two very uncharacteristic mistakes as Ingles is going to go by the innocent bystander to Chris Hennigan on the final lap, but Tater Hyde wins it.
Yeah.
Wow. Tater Hyde from the tail to finish and grab this victory with
That's
the
impressive, man.
wounded duck number 16 of Chris Hennigan. Very rare do you see Hennigan have a failure. Young man began his racing career here in the 4 cylinders, been racing at Chatham all year. Justin Wright in the 07. Chad Comer, how about that? Chad Comer, former awesome street stock ace outside of 4, and Michael Jordan. No relations to the real Michael Jordan. Down the front straightaway in the 1 we're underway.
I love some Michael Jordan, baby. Pro mods. I'm happy to see him back. I don't know if they've been here since the Texas State Championship when Doug Big Jr. put a spanking on them.
And Gene Border. Gene Border from the onset in this one. Looks like LeBron James throwing the lane off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into 1. From the outside pole, Border jumps out to the early advantage in this one. Second is the number 43J with the 27 along the alongside it for BJ Cook and Mike Washburn's entry, and Richard Holt in third, receiving pressure now.
You're going to find this a little interesting, maybe, Zach. I want to say, as far as cognitive and realizing it, this is the first time I've seen Gene Border race in person. That's awesome, man. You're right. It's a legend out there, man. He is dirt track racing in the Architects, just like Billy Robinson was. We got a spin out of turn 4 almost. He saved it. Good job. Nope, maybe not.
Yeah, he's raced up and down the interstates to different racetracks all over the country, and obviously has just really set his sights on promoting and owning the racetrack over in Vivian for the last several years, and had a dream and had a vision, and he opened up a racetrack now in its 14th year, and it's done fantastic. And every now and then he likes to get out here and have some fun.
100% nailed it. That place is the land of 4 wide, and my Lord, there's some good racing over there.
Yeah, there's also. I'm not gonna say
that Vivian is just a great racetrack. That's all I can think about right now.
Yeah.
But Timberline is too. Don't get me wrong. That place is. They built it. He wanted. He knew what he wanted. Like you said, he went and got the specs. There's concrete under the track, Zach.
Got specs from a lot of different places he's been over the years, and it was also his vision. He created the factory stocks and created this division. But hey, Gene wouldn't like to talk about him too much out here. He's a humble man. So in the one, the caution flag comes out. As Michael Jordan looked like LeBron James throwing the lane up Speedway or Boot Hill from time to time. Obviously, he's went to all those places, but he in that hot chassis. It was kind of an unorthodox looking car, but a lot of folks around here ended up with that same body style shortly thereafter, and I'll talk about that here in a moment. But Gene out front with the lead. Oh, Gene Border, whether it's a sailboat, whether it's a rat rods, the dude could still wheel and he can deal, and the caution flag may come out on the racetrack here as he holds off a hungry Richard Holt as the caution flag has yet to come out. Holt to the inside of the caution flag waves. His thing, sailboats is in the past, but I'm telling you, whatever he puts his mind to, he's an interesting fella, and he knows how to get the job done still on a dirt track, and here we go.
I bet he's got some tires for sale, too.
He probably does. He'd probably sell you a few of them, give you a good deal on them. Into 1. Vivian, Louisiana's Gene Border. Off of 2 down the back road, Richard Holt all over him. And Gene, though, smooth as silk. Into 3. Mentioned he won the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. Oh my!
His stamp didn't have glue on it, Zach.
Watch how straight Gene's car stays versus a lot of these other guys. His car never gets upset. He's so smooth on that throttle. He could really not crush an egg on his right foot right now. Down the back straight in the 3 and 4. This time, it'll be the white flag coming out. Gene Border trying to relegate the 33 of Richard Holt. Holt's about to run out of patience. Off of turn number 4, he's got the better race car right now, but Border too smooth.
Yeah, you get that highline run, Zach. Sometimes it's hard to beat. You get that momentum. I tell you what, has our boy BJ Cook Jr. has he done anything in a pro mod before?
Richard diamond off the exit of the corner. He's going to get a big run down the back straight, and Gene goes, "Well, yeah, I'll let you have it now, there, old Richard." For the final time, Gene just scratches his head a little bit, thinking how he can get the thing a little bit better, but he'll come home the second spot to Richard Holt, making a final lap pass. That was a good one.
I tell you, some wrenches are going to get turned out there by the Boyer trailer, though. He'll do some fine tuning on that thing. That's the thing about Gene. He held him off as long as he could. When he got there and had the run, he let him go. He did. Here we go. Lights are out. Smash loud pedal. Scotty Husplick waves the green flag. We are off. Jason Beasley, Josh Bockham, Doug Vick Jr., Trent Humphrey. Oh my, Randy Darlin. We got a field here. Beasley gets to the loose out too. He's able to hold the momentum though. Josh Bockham goes nowhere on the high side. They're side by side over here in 3 and 4s. We got a battle for the race lead. Beasley on the inside, Bauckham on the high side. These guys have been battling all year hard, especially over the Boot Hill Speedway. Baukham's going to smash Loudhill out too. He's going to take the spot. He'll officially take the lead away, get a couple car lengths on Jason Beasley, the Gentle Giant. Doug Big Jr.'s trying to close in from third. Back to the field, good battles all around there too. Get a little straightened out here now, a little single file. As back there a moment ago, though, again, you had Sean Graham. Boy, he's trying to make his way through the field. The 33, Randy Darling, fell back there, unfortunately. Issues back here for the 74C as well. He's bringing up the rear, and he's not even on my sheet. Doug Big Jr.'s got a mirror full right now, though, as he's trying to hold off Trent Humphrey, as well as that 3.6 of Kevin McCoy. But up front, he's checked out, baby. Josh Bauckham getting it done, toting the left front tire around the Timberline Speedway. Jason Beasley has let him slip away, and he's not going to catch him unless we get a caution, I don't think, gang. And Doug Big Jr., he's coming for second. The Cajun out of Vivian, Louisiana is fast. He's bad fast. Going down the backstretch here. He's all over the back of the Gentle Giant, Jason Beasley. Lap traffic going to play a factor here. Going to hold Doug Big Jr. up. Going to run back a little bit from his run he had on Jason Beasley there. He'll have time to track him down, though. We've only got about 3 laps to go. I think he'll have enough time to do it at the line and still it away. Trent Humphrey's getting battled right now back here for about 5th and 6th. That was the zero, or not the zero, and the hero, Bubba McEachern there. I tell you, he just needs to get back in the zero because he's making it confusing for a boy like me. We've lost trouble Sean Graham to the infield here. He spun out. Bubba McEachern all over the back of Trent Humphrey. This is a battle for position. White flag is out for your leader, though, Josh Bauckham. Josh Bauckham putting on an absolute clinic here for the Pro Mods at Timberline Speedway, Corley, Texas. He's going to pick up the heat race number 2, checkered flag, coming out of turn 4 this time. It's Josh Bauckham, 3-2-5, getting your heat race win. Unofficially in second is going to be the Gentle Giant there, the 16 of Jason Beasley. We got a battle on the line. It's a lap car of Randy Darling. Third place is going to the 4B of Doug Big Jr. out of Vivian, Louisiana.
Well, she's behind the 44. Should be 15 laps the distance. For starting 20, we'll be taking the top 4. I'll double check in just a moment. But we're underway at Timberline in the B main event for the factory stocks. And Mike Wells going to go 4 wide through 1 and 2. 4 wide, baby, off of 2 down the back straightaway. Abernathy down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes the 13 of Tim Strickland. He'll throw his hat in the ring, and we got one over the back straightaway. It looked like it was Tiffany Welch.
Yeah, unfortunately there for Tiffany Welch. She went on the backstretch, that mud grabbed her, saw that thing stop pretty egregiously here. I'm so lonely. Oh, so lonely. What you think about it, Austin? We're going to smash it green one more time. 12 laps to go. This B-Main factory stocks. BJ Cook Jr., Mike Wells, Bells, Chad Abernathy, Jason Lishman, Aaron Green, Chris McKnight, Taylor, I don't know, Josh Greenwald makes it 4 wide down the backstretch. Oh, my. Mike Hellsbell's going to turn it tight on Greenwald. Greenwald's going to have to back off a little bit to keep from going into any contact there. There's still 3 wide down the front stretch here. BJ Cook Jr. is the cheese in the middle, trying to stay on the cracker. Caution is out. Nick. So, be all right. Hey, what's the third one, Derek? Cole? You told me you had 3 first names. What's that other one? You don't tell me, are you? I told him I thought it was Michael. Cole, Michael, Derek. We're green flag either way here. BJ Cook Jr. all over. Jason Lishman, Mike Hellsbells Wells, Aaron Green, Chad Abernathy. You got a whole fleet of guys that can win a race any given Saturday up here. Oh, BJ Cook Jr. some issues. Going to hold up Aaron Green. Gets contact from Bad Chad. We've got another one. Oh, my. I thought we were going to save going off over there in the mud as the 0 was spinning out there, but unfortunately, we got another one that has...
What number you got?
3. Number 3.
It's a 3. It's a 3. All right. So if you have to find the pole sitter, we'll get this party back started here in just a moment. The factory stock B main is underway. Chase, where?
We're going to go back green here. Andy, Jason Lishman, Mike Hellsbells, Wells,
turns 1 and 2.
Chad Bad Abernathy, you got Aaron Green, BJ Cook Jr., Josh Greenwald, Trick Gidward. Oh my, they're all over each other. Jason Lishman has the catbird seat. He's leading the way with 11 laps to go at the line this time. Scotty Hushpick will look him over.
In a moment. Right now I need Chris Kirsten up next. Factory stock B main event is underway. We'll try it again. And they're back underway into turn number 1. Trying to get the carnage out of the way. As right now Aaron Green got a hold. Oh, and Paul Lopez way up top into 1 and 2. He slips over the top of the hill. And Strickland shot out of a cannon. He got 3 for the price of 1. He's up to the 4th and final transfer spot. Skeet Amundsen up to 6 now. The 27 of Greenwald up in front of him as they come off of 4. Out front is Aaron Green at 87.
Tough break for Jason Lynchman getting loose over here in 1 and 2. He lost all kinds of positions. Now Aaron Green picking up where he left off last season as he won the track championship at Timberline. He's out front looking pretty. Mike Hellsbell as well trying to chase him down. BJ Cook Jr. We got a spin over at 2. They'll gather it up. We'll keep it green.
All the 2 down the back straightaway. It's heating up. Back for the 5th spot into turn number 3. Skeet Amundsen in the 27 of Josh Greenwald. Waging war going side by side over turn number 4. Josh Greenwald gets the nose up in front, but Amundsen's outside line momentum pays dividends into turn number 1. Back into turns 1 and 2. They'll go now to work to the inside of the number 13, but his outside momentum is working as well for Strickland. Greenwald putting on a show, and here comes Bad Jet Abernathy into the mix now. The 4 car throwing his hat into the ring as Aaron Green approaching lap traffic into 1. Greenwald and Amundsen. And here comes the 4, Chad Abernathy. He's got to go and got to go now. Aaron Green is gone with the wind in this one. Only the top 4 go to the main event. Abernathy better go and go now. Here comes Abernathy for the 4th and final transfer spot. Down on the inside. Abernathy and Strickland made a little bit of slight kiss of contact. It's going to be 5 laps to go. This time by at the flag stand for the 87 of Aaron Green. He's marching away out front with the lead. Abernathy gives him a shot in the shorts. Hello, how you doing? Three to go. Two and a half. 3 to go for Genoa, Arkansas's Aaron Green at 87. Mike Wells in a comfortable 2nd position on the racetrack. 3rd is BJ Cook. 4th is still Strickland. And here comes Abernathy. Abernathy's got to get up on the whip and put the whip to that number 4 car. The Boone racing in underneath the hood, screaming. Around the Timberline Speedway Racing Service down the back straightaway. Mike Wells trying to get through lap traffic. Lap traffic up in front of the 43J. Impeding the progress of these 3 cars right around the screen right now. Through 3. And only the top 4. Here comes Abernathy. Got really loose there off of exit 2 to go. 4 cars under a blanket for the final transfer spot. Right now, Strickland occupies it. He'll try to work to the inside of BJ Cook, but Abernathy going to go to the top shelf of the Timberline Speedway. White flag is out for a dominant run for Aaron Green. Here comes Abernathy up top. Oh, and he lost the handle right in front of Skeet. Wow. Wow. Final time off of 4. Dominant run for Aaron Green in 87. Second will go to car number 38 on Mike Wells. To the checkers, he'll grab the bridesmaids. BJ Cook and Strickland 4th. That got pretty wild there for that 4th and final transfer spot. Mount Ada.
Scotty Hushmore looks him over. We are going to go green. Hobby stock feature event, Timberline Speedway, Corley, Texas. Oh my, first feature of the night here for the Spooky 30. James Thompson said it was too tight in that heat race while he fell from the front row to the back on the first lap. But he's got it straightened out here now. He'll try to chase him down. Jay Watson is giving up the lead already. It's a 75K. He's checking out on him. That's Andy Norman. That's actually an X, I think, not a K. Tyler Green hunting again on Jay Watson, 2 Killer Mockingbird. I don't know what that means. Neither does Zach. We talked about it already. But either way, here comes James Thompson. He's on the outside there, looking pretty on. Running about 6 right now, trying to chase down your 5th place car, which is going to be the 26J of Jennifer Hamlin. And Jay Watson, his sights are set on that front row, or that front running guard from the front row. Andy Norman, he's just got to get to him here. As we are loud and proud and green here for the first feature race, Timberline Speedway, Coley, Texas here. Oh my, little contact, Trent Kenward, the 26J of Jennifer Hamlin. Well, I don't know why. I'm coming out there. Austin, how copy? Austin has me. I don't know. The speaker might have blown. I was so loud. Either way, Tyler Green is hunting down Jay Watson for 2nd. And Andy Norman is checked out, Zach. But Tyler Green, he's going to get 2nd away from Jay Watson. He's going to try. He's got to run, coming on the back stretch, going into 3 and 4. He's on the high side, digging, while Jay Watson's on the low side. I thought he broke there for a second. Trent Kenward bringing up the rear as he comes by the flag stand now. He's trying to get that car shaken out. There's some issues there. Talked to Jay Watson. Hope I didn't make him nervous. I told him to call his shot. Said he was going to win tonight. But right now, he's got to chase down that front runner up there, Andy Norman. I don't know who that is, but he's fast. He's bad fast.
Yeah, I don't think he's in relation to first name Norman, last name Rockwell. But right now, he's painting himself a pretty picture as he's looking pretty good. He's strolling. He's rolling around the hub of the racetrack here at Timberline Speedway tonight. And after that brief track maintenance, he was 2 miles per hour faster than everybody else that previous lap. And, well, Andy, first name Andy, last name Norman, he's looking pretty good here tonight.
Definitely is, man. He's one to watch. Okay, we're 3 wide coming out the corner over here. Zach, it's almost not going to work there, but they get it straightened out. Did I come in hot there? Because it is hot tonight here in Corley, Texas with this racing action. The temperature feels pretty good. The racing action's got the blood pressure up. Problems. Jennifer Hamlin, 26J. She smacks the wall a little bit down the front stretch here. She's smoking. She may get it off the track though, so Scotty doesn't throw that yellow flag. Well, I don't think anybody's got anything for Norman, boy. He is checked out. Tyler Green digging to the inside right now. Jay Watson, they're side by side down the backstretch. What a race here for 2nd. Where's that for 3rd and 4th? I have lost myself here. 36, yeah, Josh Rankin, he snuck up there to 2nd, baby. Look at Josh Rankin trying to hunt down your leader as the battle for 3rd is actually Jay Watson, Tyler Green. Rankin is closing on Norman here, Zach. And James Thompson confirmed when I was down there, if you didn't hear, he was too tight. Too tight. Ooh. Jay Watson getting some contact with Trent Kenward as he puts him a lap down. Oh my. Won't be happy with that, but I tell you what, he's there, Zach. Josh Rankin has caught Andy Norman, buddy. We got a race for the lead. I thought Norman was checking out, but Josh Rankin said, hey, don't throw them keys on the counter yet.
Rankin. He is coming. He's got it car. He's able to get rotated off the exit and into the throttle a little bit sooner. And 2 out-of-towners here putting on a show. As obviously, though, you can't really say that any of these are homebodies, considering here comes Rankin with a big run. None of these guys are home track regulars, obviously, because this class was just and you know what? He get all the way up there to give him a little shot, a little kiss of contact. He says, "How do you like me now?"
I'm just letting you know I'm coming for you, buddy. I got 7 laps, so I'm going to hit you. I'm going to lose the ground. I'm going to come back. How about that?
And Norman says, I'm going to keep running, and he stays running off of 2. And right now, Green going to the inside of Watson.
Hey, that's Ding Dong Ditch what he did on Halloween right there, isn't it? Ding Dong Ditch right there.
I like Ding Dongs. Not those kind, just the chocolate kind. They're pretty good.
There we go, Zach. Now we got a battle lead. Look back here, too. We're 3rd and 4th, baby. Tyler Green, Jay Watson. It's a show.
But all eyes up front right now is Norman trying to keep the Rankin machine relegated to 2nd. He's not done yet. He'll punch the time clock, go to work down the back straight and put some heat on him in the 3-4. Maybe another little kiss of contact. The 15 makes that car wider than the triple wide. He swings high wide and hits him off the exit, and Rankin's going to take the race lead. Nope, not yet at the line.
What a race. And I'm going to say real quick before I say this statement, Zach, I love the Super Stock class. We got one off the top. Going to get stuck in the mud. We're going to get a caution. But as the hobby stocks made their way to Timberline Speedway, you heard, nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Bye-bye, Super Stocks. Hobby Stocks are here to stay.
A little PSG. Please stay green, and we stay green. Off into number 4, they're door-to-door for the race lead. Down the front straightaway, the 75 of Norman. holding back the advances of Joshua Rankin. Off of 2, got down there near the skidder tires. He gets on the loud pedal, a little bit of side steppage for the number 15 or 75. And the 3 and 4 still door-to-door for the race lead through 3 and 4. They're door-to-door for 3rd and 4th as well. What more do you want? And no, my, they do not live up to the moniker of PSG.
Can you call that reckless abandonment the way he's driving?
Get to go on the back and never come back.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
All right, enough speculation, folks. I just calling it like I seen it right there because that's exactly what it was. So anyway, we're gonna go single file restart here. How about it? We're gonna go lights are out. 3 laps to go on the restart. Jace Thompson got himself a nice little creep in. Come on. Oh, and then Jay Watson caught the 36 sleeping on the restart.
Is it a full moon, Zach?
It's not a moon tonight, but it might as well be one.
Oh my!
As Watson screaming in 61.
Did he also agree not to smash the gas or something? And now Norman took off again like a rocket. Now it took several laps over Josh to catch him, so maybe that's the difference right now what we're seeing.
Stormin' Norman in the 1.
It's not Norman Bates, is it?
Norman Bates. Off of 2 down the back straightaway here for the final time here in the Hobby Stock main event here tonight at the Speed Plant. His first trip will end up in victory tonight here at the Timberline Speedway for the driver of car number 75X. Andy Norman leads all 20 tonight and wins the Hobby Stock main event.
What a race here for Andy Norman.
WW Timber Victory Lane celebration of the night. From Hot Springs, Arkansas, tonight, his first ever trip to Timberline Speedway results in victory. Give him a hand, Timberline, for Andy Norman in 75. Man, what a race. There was a little bit of a failure to communicate with a couple of them guys on that restart, but man, what a race you guys had, you and Josh Rankin there on that green flag run. I don't know if you wanted to see that caution, but I think it played into your favor.
I was okay with it. It let my tires cool off just a little bit. I felt it going away just a little bit, but it helped me out.
Was there any doubt that you were the race leader there, or what was going through your mind?
Not a chance.
Right.
I knew I had it.
Right, and I mean, you were thinking like, surely,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I was like, I thought he hit the black flag to me, but I was like, well, they're gonna have to pry me off the track.
First time, obviously, we added the hobby stock class around the Arklatex over at Texarkana here as of late. So it's pretty cool you get to come over here and race. Obviously, your first ever trip here. How'd you like the track? And obviously,
Car done great on it. I loved it.
Yeah, of course. If you probably finished last, I'm not sure how you thought about it. It seemed like the car was hooked up, man, right from the onslaught tonight. Man, this car was really good as you unloaded.
I had some doubts about my gears and stuff like that, but it done great. I was scared it was going to be too much gear, but it was fine.
What track do you typically race at?
I-30.
I-30 Speedway.
M4. Like going over to Tracy's track, man. Best of luck to you the rest of the year. You have any other plans, or?
Probably not. Probably finish this off.
Yeah. Ending on a high note, man. Let's hear about the folks that help you out in the race car.
Just me and some buddies just helping me out, and no big sponsors or nothing like that. Just, the ones on here, just basically do it with some friends and have a good time.
We hope to see you back. It's good to see you racing with us. Congratulations on a win tonight.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Andy Norman scores the victory in car number 75 here at Timberline in his first ever start. Brandon Hightower, Lishman, Wells, and the lights are going to go out. Keep your eyes on the 87 of Aaron Green. He was fast earlier in the B main. Lights are out for 20 laps the distance. Factory stock main event on demand on raceontexas.com is underway. Will tonight be the night for Jan? Oh, and around goes the 1 and 2 for the 11 of Bowden. Tonight, as original restart, 20 laps the distance for the factory stock main event. Dustin Yount trying to get his first ever victory here at his home racetrack. The lights are going to go out with Andrew Rossum to the outside. We're underway at Timberline Speedway. On demand on Race on Texas, and a good restart with the 3 of Rodney Howell. He runs over the front of the 81 of Ingles. Ricky Ingles may not like it too much. He'll hope that all fours are still got tire. Wow. Aaron was the 3, drove way up the hill and nearly disposed of the 92 off the back straightaway. Here comes Ingles. He's going to drive it deep into the corner and maybe play a little payback. They're 3 wide back here behind Ingles and the 92 of Rossum. Oh, baby, look out, Colby. Oh, look out. Blanton's going to go hard, and he just now saved it. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my goodness gracious. Cody Myers, or was that BJ? Was that BJ Cook? BJ Cook with a hard hit on Kyle Blanton, man. BJ had nowhere to go, folks. Absolutely nowhere to go. You always get a little nervous when cars get turned facing oncoming traffic. And everybody got on a little bit early, but the green is going to come out. He's out front in 007 with the lead. It's up to him to get the race restarted. Oh, my word. Heart attacks waiting to happen for me tonight. Oh boy. Off of 4. We are back underway at Timberline Speedway, but not without a little bit of excitement for you. A little bit of chicken, if you will. And the chicken wins. The 007 of Dustin Yount has the golden gun ready. Into 1, or off of 2, down the back straightaway, approaching turn number 3. Dustin swung out a little high wide there. The 3 car of Rodney Howell's on the lap pedal to go to the inside. Look out. Oh boy, that's close. It's a show me what you got dirt track Saturday night here in Corley, Texas. And Andrew Rawson nearly lost the handle right in front of the field. And a great job by the 81 of Ingles to corral it, as well as the 88M of Martin out of Pineville, Louisiana to ride to the 3rd spot. He'll dispose of the 92, but here comes Rawson back up on the wheel again. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1, door to door nearly for the race lead. A quarter panel to the inside of the left rear for the 007 of Yount. Yount feels the pressure now. Yount's thinking back to that race at 67 Speedway. He says that if I can relegate the 36J of Justin Whitehead for the entirety of that race nearly and just get around him late, or as Whitehead got around him late at that one, he says, surely I can beat this number 3 car that I've never seen in a race before. I'm going to do everything I can. Speaking in third person, Yount is so overdue, folks, for a victory. Always racing in memory of his late, great father. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Lost his father to cancer almost 2 years ago, and that's every time he gets behind the wheel. He's racing for him, and the caution flag will wave here at the Timberline. Him off the porch of the 3 of Rodney Howell in that laser race car. The Destroyer chassis number 88M of Joshua Martin. He was one of the top 4 transfers in this year's factory stock 50 at Arclotex. The lights are going to go out. We are back underway here at the Timberline Speedway on demand on raceontexas.com. Into 1, here comes Martin, and here comes Howell for the race lead. They'll go into 1. Here comes Howell. He's on the throttle. He tries to get the car to rotate. That outside line momentum working, and here comes Pineville, Louisiana to the front. The pair of Louisiana natives trying to steal it away from the new Boston Texan. They'll go bumper to bumper and dispose of 007, but he's not done yet. Dustin back on the throttle into 1. We got a race brewing here at Billy White's Timberline Speedway. As right now, Rawson got loose off the exit of corner number 2. And on the back straightaway, the car stepped out from underneath him. Brian Muber now inside of the top 5. Look out, Andrew. Andrew around right in front of the field, and everybody gets by unscathed. And we have to throw the caution. Rodney Howell trying to throw his names on the history books here in Corley, Texas. Dustin Yount's got something to say, as well as the 88M, who is overdue for a victory. The lights are out. You got to keep your eyes on Ingles and Brian Muber into the mix now. 2 veterans in that 3rd row. We are backing away here at the line. We're racing is bad to the bone. Yount drove it down deep into the corner. Now Brian Muber's up to the 4th spot. Look out, and Josh Martin. Now Brian Muber's going to take advantage. And it's just a matter of time. He keeps chipping away, and he'll go to 3rd or try to. Martin fights back to the outside. Brian Muber gets disposed of by half a car length at the flag stand into turn number 1. Ricky Ingles in the top 5 in car number 81. I told you before the race started, didn't I, folks, that you better keep your eyes on the 87 of Aaron Green, and he is working for the 5th spot down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Aaron Green rolling like a yo-yo with no string. He won the B-main by a mile and a half, and he is rolling to the 87, trying to grab 5th. Hard charger to this point is Aaron Green. The kid's impressive. Here comes Joshua Martin, shot out of a cannon into turn number 3. Looks like Ricky Martin. Into 3 and off before a little bit of slight kiss of contact there. Oh my. Throw him under a blanket. The top 3 right now tighter than the top string on the Texas fiddle into 1. Here comes Joshua Martin. Joshua Martin down the back straightaway into turn number 3. You say who? First name Josh, last name Martin. He'll go for the race lead through 3 and 4. Rodney Howell. Well, he tried to, oh my. I mean, come on, guys. Let's get it together. Josh Martin going to take the race lead at the line. Chase, you're missing a hell of a race. Into 1. Down the back straightaway, Rodney Howell going to fight back to the outside. Into turn number 3. Howell going to try to use that middle lane momentum to his advantage. Billy White, you've done prepared a great racetrack again here tonight. That's providing some great racing. Props to you, sir. Down the front straightaway they come. As Rodney Howell gave the 88 a little bit of a slight shot in the shorts. Watch this run that he gets. But here he comes. Here he comes. Brian Muber, the 2-time factory stock 50 champion, right here at this racetrack. Back in the saddle again tonight. He's got some Aerosmith playing in his helmet. He's coming off a 4 down the front straightaway in the 1. He's about to smell the rear deck lid and burn his eyebrows on the fuel shed of the number 3 car.
Say, contact over here, Brian. You were driving up the side of him, baby. Oh my.
It looked like a 3 about drove down the hill, though. I mean, he's been kind of wide.
That was crazy, Zach. I haven't
was.
been missing it. I've been seeing it. I've been sitting back and actually enjoying what we have around here, and that's a great announcer, Zach Clark, baby.
I mean, vice versa. So let's keep it real here.
Hey.
The top three, I mean, they were so close. That wasn't intentional, man. Like,
No, yeah.
First of all, I've never seen Brian just run over anybody. Obviously, he's not going to take himself out of this race. But I don't know that if we get a caution or if Howell gets back, then he might show Brian some displeasure.
It's like a magnet kind of deal, man. Once you have something like that happen, it's hard to get off of it, man. It really is.
Oh, and Ingles just threw a haymaker into 1 and 2 on the 3 of Howell. Howell is about to have a frustration meter pegged all the way through the ceiling.
I think Ronnie Hill's saying, wow, welcome to Texas. I'm not coming back.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back with a heavier race car. Better bring a tank into 1. Howell's losing ground, and here comes flying. Brian living up to the moniker. He's got the wings out, and he's flying, baby.
It's crazy. That contact made Rodney slower. It made Brian faster.
Yeah, Brian said, I ain't ever scared. He'll roll down the front straightaway. Started this race side by side with his son, Colby, and Colby's had to watch his father drive to the front. And here comes Brian Mubern. Oh, my, he lost the handle.
Oh, he did. You hadn't ever heard jamming. I ain't never scared. I tell you, Brian Mubern, boy, he's doing what he did years ago, Zach. Getting it done, coming for the lead.
The veteran racer out of Texarkana, the former Open Wheel Modified ace off of 4. On the old Delta forms, his name was Superman 36. Into 1. And the Destroyer chassis going to go head-to-head with the Outlaw tonight. Yeah. Pineville, Louisiana, located in northeast Louisiana. And down the back straightaway in the turn number 3. Experience at this racetrack can pay dividends here for the driver who has not raced here much all season long. 2 laps to go at the line. The 88M of Joshua Martin holding off a hard charge from Brian Mubern.
And you know who's channeling right now? He's got Rusty Wallace fire suit on, even though he had a Jeff Gordon paint scheme back in the day. And Brian Mubern is coming for the lead with a lap and a half to go, going into 3 and 4.
He'll be ready for a good old cold Miller Lite after this one, regardless of where he finishes. Through 3 and 4 to the white flag. This time by a show from flying with Scotty Husselbeck into 1. And Brian Mubern would have won it that time by half a cat's whisker. And Joshua Martin says, no way I'm not going to lose this race on the final lap. But Brian Mubern says, Bud, you might as well go ahead and sit down and take a seat. Wow. For the final time into turns 3 and 4. Tonight, he returns to the cockpit, and he'll drive the WW Timber Victory Lane, flying Brian Mubern to Victory Lane.
Red Lick, Texas, get it done. Brian Mubern looking pretty. Oh, my. That takes me back to the back in the day, Zach. It really does.
It's a factory stock this year, maybe once, which obviously he didn't forget how to drive one, but that was pretty impressive. I think one of those cautions probably paid into his favor, but he still had to get up on the wheel and go earn this win tonight. Tough second place finish there for Joshua Martin, but he definitely made his presence felt as well. What's up, Greg Garrett?
Hey, how are you?
So, pretty cool night tonight. As I mentioned, Colby Mubern and Brian started side by side, father and son. That's pretty cool for them too, and they've never had the chance to, start a race side by side, much less race in the same class. Whenever Colby was racing the limited, Dad was racing the factory, or vice versa. This year, Colby's been racing the factory all year at Texarkana. Like I said, folks, y'all got to give him a round of applause whenever he climbs out, but you can give him a round now. They're all, we do it for you fans. We'll have a few things to talk about here. Well, been calling and flying Brian for quite some time tonight. He threw the wings out and he set sail, that's for sure. So the driver of the Outlaw chassis number 38, give it up for Brian Mubern in 36. Wow, what an absolute race that was. First of all, what are your emotions right now? I mean, that was an outstanding race. You had to get up on the wheel and earn that one.
Yeah, that was awesome. I could run right through the center real good. I hated that happened to Kobe. That boy tried to pinch him right in the wall, and Kobe didn't lift. I wouldn't either. It was a good race. Like to thank Billy White and Justin, all them putting this on. Everybody else on a race car. Best engine, got the best power there is. Car's good. Thank Ricky Ingles for running me clean in that heat race. I know everybody think he got into me, but he didn't. He was better than I was in the heat race. I mean, he was good.
You in the 3 car, Ronnie Howell made a little bit of contact over off of turn number 2, and I don't think it really hurt your race car, and I don't think it was anything intentional. You just hard racing there.
Yeah, I had a good run, and I don't know if he spun the tires or something, and we just I got into his left rear, and man, we just got hung up. You know what I mean? And luckily it didn't hurt nothing.
I know you come here to win. You know you have a good car at all times. But when did you know in this race that, okay, I got a car, I can go up here and challenge and get this victory tonight?
Man, to be honest with you, the first of it, I thought I was junk. I was like, man, I'm spinning bad. And then About a quarter way through that thing, I said, I think I got something if I can avoid all these. I mean, they were battling up there. I mean, they were getting ugly. You thought it'd been 5,000 to win, you know?
Yeah.
But it was a good race. That 88 run me clean.
Yeah.
Is that 88?
Yeah, Josh Martin.
Yeah, he run me clean. Thank goodness, because I got to the outside of him. I was scared he was going to put me in the wall.
Yeah.
But no, man, old Hot Rod was great tonight.
He's a good young racer, man. I know he'll be the first guy to come shake your hand, man. He's probably heartbroken because he ain't won a race yet, but he was real close tonight. But old veteran comes out of the woods tonight and goes and grabs a win. That's got to be a thrill for you, even when you sit out and you allow your son to race a lot. You know, watching Connor race, you get back behind the wheel. That's still got to be a thrill for you, Brian Mebron. I mean, this is what you love about this sport, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, it's great. I've been racing for a long time and won a feature every year. And this year I didn't think I was going to get one because I had a couple of back surgeries. But man, here I pulled it off. Thank goodness.
Let's hear about all the folks that help you out.
Charlene Carter, thank her a lot. Hadaway Collision and Towing, my good buddy Phil Hadaway. Y'all need anything like that, go see him. Best engine, everybody on the car, my wife, my kids. Just thanks to fans for coming out.
They enjoyed that show. What do y'all think, Timberline? Was that a good race or not? That's what it's all about, man. Awesome run tonight, class act, Brian Mebron. Great run.
Thanks a lot, Zach. Appreciate you.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Mebron scores the victory tonight in a thrilling fashion. But you got to give it up for Joshua Martin. He's out there in the infield. Y'all give him a hand, Josh Martin. I see him looking over here. Josh Martin put on a show as well. Props to you, Josh. Rick Ingles with another strong run as well. Rodney Howell put on a good race there as well. And Dustin Yount, I don't know where Dustin ended up, but he also had a hot rod as well. Hey, Brian might have a little snow on the roof, but the fire still burns within, so. he ain't got much snow. It's like the young, Brian, all right, how old are you nowadays?
27.
Yeah, it's okay, because I mean, you can. I know not to ask women that. You know,
It's actually 47, but yeah, 27.
You're doing pretty good then. You're doing pretty good, Brian. All right. This racetrack is me. That's like the worst. I think I'd rather beat out some sheet metal than repair a motor or something, though. Then we're going to go ahead and pull them tight one more time. 20 laps the distance in your limited modified main event here in Corley, Texas. We are underway from the Timberline Speedway. And the one on demand on raceontexas.com. Paul Leedy got a little bit there to the quarter panel, and Bob Kellogg going to shoot through his inside down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4. Leedy runs fourth. They're 3 wide for fifth behind Leedy in the 90. Off of turn number 4. Down the boulevard they come. Leading lap number 1 is going to go to the deuce of Adam Roy. And into 1. They're door over second. Kellogg. Down the back straightaway and still continuing on here. Kellogg still holding on, but the deuce of Roy is getting away out front in the 2. Down the front straightaway into 1. Kellogg trying to hold off a steaming charge from the number 26 of Stevens, Arkansas racer Braden Dawson. Look out, Turner. Bailey Turner got a little cattywampus there. So we continue on here. Down the front straightaway, Paul Leedy. All the way around the hull of the racetrack. Couldn't go any lower than a mudcat in the Red River right now. He's working and working it well. 3 wide back here for fourth. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Way up top, the 2B of Leary, Texas racer Bailey Turner chase off of 4. Adam Roy dominant.
Yeah, Redlick just checked out here. I was glad to see Braden Dodson back out here, man. It's a name we haven't said in a long time out here. Good to see him back out here with us. But Redlick, Texas, known this one so far. Adam Roy, he was actually worried about the car. He's worried about KSP next week, Zach. Wanted to save his stuff, but Aaron's talking to him coming out here. Right now, though, I tell you what, he's put his partner in crime, Money Man, Chase Lynn Morgan, a lap down. Chase Lynn Morgan, she's trying to get that car shaken out.
Adam Roy dominating here at his home stretch. Morgan slowing down the front boulevard into 1. Paul Leedy still 3 wide back here for the third, fourth, fifth spots as Brandon Ball now going to work. Former Northeast Louisiana representative down the back straightaway, steps to the outside of the P Daddy's garage. Number 90 of Paul Leedy, the veteran racer, falls to the wall as Adams dominating tonight.
Yeah, I will say though, in second, he looks like he's out for a jog on Bob Kellogg. He's comfortably in second right now, but he's got a little miracle coming up. The 2B, Bailey Turner.
Bob Kellogg been impressive. But I'm telling you right now, Bailey Turner's got something cooking on that outside, but that just hurt him. I'm not sure if the lap car made him check up a little bit there, but it definitely did not pay dividends for his behalf.
Hey, and he got back by Brayton quick. He's going to be on the back of that lap car. He's going to be not so happy here, Zach. He'll dive in the corner. He's going to go to the inside this time. He's going to have to catch Brayton Dodson for a third time.
Third time's the charm, as they say. We'll see what happens. But I think that anybody is going to have their work cut out if they want to get up here, and they're definitely going to need a caution to challenge the Deuce car tonight of Adam Roy and that IRP Effect Series car. I mean, this is he's on another planet.
As he puts Lucas Berry now lap down. Lucas Berry, you see him back out here racing. Haven't seen him in a while in that car. Oh, Chris Riggs. Sure, Riggs running around here somewhere. But what a race we got between Brayton Dodson and Bailey Turner. That's the battle of third and fourth. Brandon Ball's going to see himself. Here comes Dustin Robinette.
Dustin is rolling now. He's got the number 27 machine, the Canto Elevators entry, rolling through the middle lane of the racetrack. He's thinking that that first night out, now he's getting a little bit of a dose of the competition of this class, but clearly earned that win last time out, but tonight he's getting a little bit of more of a challenge, if you will.
Did you hear when I talked to him at all? I asked about the car, what the difference was of not starting up front. He said, I can't tell you, Chase, it's not PG rated. So that's good, Dustin, because we're G rated tonight, sir. So he was not happy either way with the car. Looks like he made some adjustments. He went from 10th, battling for 6th right now. What a cluster we have with some of these lap down cars. I'm not used to seeing Lucas Berry going lap down the race. He's had some issues this year. Has got to rain towards the back, trying to get that car shaken out. He's not. I say he's not a race car driver, but he doesn't have any tenure under his back. They do. They make me nervous. I'm not even out there driving.
And on the front boulevard into one, I'm telling you right now, Adam Roy feels pretty good about himself as Miller just came to a stop and we'll get a caution. Caution flag waves here. And he's really proved that this year because he sat out because of back surgery and what have you. But I'd say that Adam has everybody's number right now thrown into his hip pocket and he'll go back to work. Off the turn number 4, punch the time clock. Here we go. Race hands are back on the way in a little bit of modified main event.
7 more laps for the Red Lick Texas native to get it done. Contact back here through the field. That was the 13P making some contact on the restart there. That's Tom Caldwell. They got it shaken out though. Good deal. Adam Roy's checking out already, but here goes Bailey Turner on the high side.
He may have something. I don't know. If he gets it cooking up there, I'm telling you right now, that lane carries so much momentum. And I'm telling you, Bailey Turner's about to show something to Adam Roy. And we're going to be swallowing our words. They go 3 wide for third down the back straightaway. Here comes Bailey Turner.
All season long, Bailey Turner's got better and better. He's had some bad luck, but I tell you, he's got a win. It was on a night we didn't have a lot of competition, but either way, he's going to niche another win here eventually. And he's going to go on a roll, I think, Zach.
If Bailey Turner can put down the same lap that he just threw down on the previous lap prior to the last lap, if that makes sense. Anyway, 2 laps ago he put down an outstanding lap, but he got a little, like he just did right there, he got a little too high, and the car stepped out from underneath him, but he gets a big screaming run, and if he can make up for that ground, on that momentum he's picking up as Brandon Ball now throws his hat into the ring, Adam Roy's about to get some heavy company. Because here's what Adam doesn't want to see, and I promise you Bailey doesn't either. If Ball watches the line he's driving, and Ball ends up executing the line better than he can do it, and Ball ends up passing both of them.
Yeah, Ball's the fastest car on the track right now, Zach. Now, that time he's not. It just changed. The lap before, Ball was the fastest car on the track.
At 70.
Oh, Bailey just blew up. Flames just came flying out of Bailey Turner's car. His night is done.
And he just went ahead and spun the car around, and it looks like a little bit of a drive of frustration, and thought he was going to catch the woods on fire. Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Oh, Kitty, let him know about it, boy.
Yep. How about a green, white, or a 3 lap to go shootout? We'll see if the Farmerville Freight Train Brandon Ball can live up to his moniker. And Freight Train the 2, but how about Bob Kellogg? The Bullet Bob shoots out of the pistol, and here we come, baby. Ball just fanning it out just a little bit too loose there.
Ball pushed up a little bit too much when Adam Roy slipped away, but I tell you what, he's not going to let me get far. We got 2 to go at the line. Ball is there.
He just drove that car into downtown Shreveport, Louisiana is what he just did. About ended up at the Arkansas state line, into 1. He'll keep the 3 GTER of Bob Kellogg relegated, but here comes Ball smashing the loud pedal. Adam Roy's race to lose at this point. I don't know that he'll throw it up.
Hey.
He might throw up the deuce, that's for sure.
As we're talking about that, let's not discount the race for second right now. Bob Kellogg and Brandon Ball put on a show. I don't know if they'll catch Adam Roy, but they're putting on a show for second right now, Zach.
Oh, no doubt. They're absolutely putting on a show. And they're 3 wide back here for the 5th spot as Paul Leedy has rolled his way up to a solid 4th. Final time in the turns 3 and 4. It's all red lick all the time. Off of turn number 4, Chase Waller.
Red Lick Texas Red Lake Mafia gets it done. Adam Speedway Roy picking up the checkered flag. He just let off when he didn't Zach. He's going to go to KSP with some momentum right now. Unofficially in second. That's going to go to... Oh, he's no stranger to victory lane here, but he said it's been a while since he got a win when I talked to him earlier. But he'll lead all 20, takes the momentum over to KSP for 7,500. Give it up for Adam P. Wayne Roy, Red Lake, Texas, Red Lake Mafia getting done here tonight. I told you I thought you was in the catbird seat up there, man. I tell you, Bailey Turner getting better and better. He's fast on that high side. That motor went up. We thought Ball might have something for you, but you just checked out again.
Man, Bailey and Ball both are really fast. You never know how they're going to do. And man, I just had a good starting spot tonight, and the car was pretty spot on.
You looked good on the bottom, man. Did you ever think about getting off that bottom? I was a little rough over the 1 and 2 a couple times, but you looked good down there.
Not till somebody showed me a nose.
Did you ever see Turner feeling pressure in you?
I heard somebody, I wasn't sure who it was.
When was your last win before this? Because I know we were talking earlier, you've been doing good this year, but you talked about you ain't got in victory lane in a while. So what is this, how long has it been?
Probably about 6-7 weeks in the car, but it's first night in this new car, so.
We'll count 201 Go-Kart Speedway. You've been doing pretty good over there, helping out, racing over there. So been having fun over there, to say the least. And you going to get you a cart soon, right?
Yeah. She's not going to talk.
She froze up like Aaron, didn't she?
Right.
Hey, did Aaron tell you, too, that he's right and you're wrong?
He said he was.
Yeah, I went back and found the video. It was the night he got around Ingles on that clip. It was not the night that you came from the back to second there. We wanted more laps.
Yeah, he didn't tell me that part.
Yeah, I found the video evidence, sir. But give it up again for Adam P. Wayne Roy, parking here in Victory Lane, Corley, Texas, Timberline Speedway.
Adam, our panel trust CNC Oilfield Services number 16. He's also in a GRT race car tonight. Billy Jack Bruchin. This should be a good one. The lights are going to go out for 20 laps of distance. Open wheel modified. Main events underway. Billy Wine's Timberline Speedway in the one on demand on RaceTexas.com. As on the start, here comes the cat man, John Mitchell. With some cat scratch fever in the 3 and 4. And we have one coming around in the bottom of 1 and 2, but no harm, no foul. He'll slide up in front for the reset on the nose of the 21 of David Winslet. The MB Custom right now going to wrestle that top spot away from the GRT number 21 of Winslet. Already going to work. I don't know why I'm tripping calling it John Mitchell, but it is undoubtedly.
He's a little mixed up.
Well, they're going to have a red lick on their butts if he takes them to school here anyway, so how about that?
Too much spicy ketchup from State Line.
We're back underway off of turn number 4 with Tater Hyde.
Dustin Tater Hyde doing what Dustin Tater Hyde does, but here comes Winslet. He's going to make it a race in 3 and 4, Zach.
He said, I don't like no russets. Off of turn number 4, down the front boulevard, the hub of the racetrack, he'll dispose of that old...
Hey, Tater's got to go where he doesn't want to be, and this is the high side.
Yeah, he's just going to continue to bake it off of 2 down the back straightaway this time into turn number 3. John Mitchell, a little bit of cat scratch fever, and Billy Jack
impressed me, Zach, is John Mitchell right now.
Oh, no, Billy Jack Bruchin's depressing the hell out of me. He's up to 4th, into 1. Chris Hennigan going to go 3 wide here. The inside of the 12 of Jason Ingles, the 79 is settled right there. They're 3 wide. You got a battle for the top spot, and you also got a battle for 3rd, and you got a battle for the 4th, 5th, 6th spots. It's a good one here in Timberline tonight.
Billy Jack says, I don't like cats from the dog band. Bye-bye, John Mitchell. He's going to try to take off. Oh, we got somebody parked over here with Bertha. She wants to take... At least Zach is truthful up here.
Yeah, at least they have a week off.
Hey, Jason Ingles didn't have no candy down there, man. I said, what the heck are you doing? He said, I didn't have no one to bring it for me like a girl or a wife.
David wins a lot. Gonna get on the loud pedal and get his back turned away off before him. I'm telling you right now, Billy Jack is rolling like a Cadillac around the bottom of the racetrack, and he'll go 3 wide. Here comes the 5.
Hey, John Mitchell made some changes.
He says, hello, how y'all doing? We'll holla at you. We'll see you later on another next Saturday night. Right now, Chris Hennigan, for some reason, not sure what went foul early, but Hennigan is rolling his way back towards the front in 16.
Yeah. Alan Clemens said him and John Mitchell were going to throw the kids in Seagate and try to figure out this modified because they've had so much problems with it. They made it better, no doubt about it.
Watch Chris Hennigan.
Hennigan and both Winslet had flat tires in their heat races.
Chris Hennigan, he is putting on a display. Just watch him. I bet he comes up. I bet he finishes in the top 2 in this race if he don't win.
Sure.
And that's no different. Well, John Mitchell's up there, so is Winslow. They're good drivers. I'm just saying that dude is rolling like right now. I always say when Chris gets pissed off, or he looks like he's dropping pissed, it's just game over. Just go ahead and throw the flag out the window.
I'm wondering what's happened to Tater. If he's just the car's gone away from him a little bit, or what's going on here with Tater? He fell back to 4th. That's unfortunate. But Billy Jack Brunson, he's there, Zach. He's trying to get by the Catman, John Mitchell.
Well, sometimes you don't want to dial yourself out, and I'm sure Tater has been so good with this car the way it's been, and he may have thrown something at it to try to change it, and he also could have not thrown anything, and the track changes so much, and it may have been good early on before any more of this rubber was thrown out there. I'm not sure, but he may just have a 4th place car right now.
Yeah, that's it, man. I tell you what, David Winslet from a flat tire and hitting the hole in 1 and 2 on the final lap, barely winning the heat race, got that flat change with the feature. He's back out front. He's looking pretty. He's got a fast hot rod.
Yeah, he's really gotten lucky with that front row bid after breaking into that heat, limping it home. And right now, he is stuck like Chuck down the back straightaway around the bottom side of the racetrack. Right now, though, he's gonna have to figure out where he's gonna navigate to the in or outs of the lap traffic. Look out, David! Oh my!
Oh my!
That's why right there, lap traffic, man. You're way under the pace. That's why NASCAR was coming off the racetrack.
Yeah.
That's a hazard.
It's a rolling roadblock, man. I hate to say that. Wayne Hart's trying to be out here and have fun and put on a show for the fans.
Well,
but right now, it's hurting them.
Yeah, they all pay a bit better way everyone else.
That's true.
It can really.
Look at Hennigan and Brunson right now, side by side. Hennigan's going to take it away, Zach.
No, he ain't. Not yet. At the line, 78 of Billy Jack Brunson going to tag that spot back away from him with a few tenths there.
That run off the high side, man, again, it's sometimes so hard to beat.
There's 10 laps right now for the 5-car John Mitchell to throw his foot through the floorboard and all the way through it and see if he can't break his foot getting through the firewall. As he is running the quickest laps on the racetrack right now. Winslet that last time, though, however, with a 17.364 at 77.749 miles per hour. Mitchell with a 17.664 at 76.431 miles per hour. But the previous lap part of that chase, John was faster. We'll see what happens this time.
I'll say this right now, Zach. If somehow Mitchell gets up there and steals his win away, he's going to look like Whitehead when he came down here that night revving up the beat on the car. That's how excited I'm saying John Mitchell would be if he won this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. John's pretty good about not getting too high and not getting too low. You know, last week I thought that he'd be pretty thrilled about getting up there and challenging him to win the $9 grand. But he was just good old even killed John Mitchell. Just a courteous, respectable professional in the sport. But I'm telling you right now, Dale Winslet's now found his niche. He's 2 miles per hour quicker than everybody else he's rolling right now.
I think it's probably a pipe dream at this point, but I tell you, that Modest has been a little bit of a thorn for John Mitchell, man. He's ran good in it, don't get me wrong. He just hasn't ran late model good in the late model there.
I don't know, like John won 2 regional teams. He was the first ever late model driver to win the Top Cam Super Dirt Series title back in 2012 when he titled Kyle Beard. He also won the Super Late Model title back to back in 2014 and 15. He got on a major heater there. But for John to go up to 81 Speedway in Wichita, Kansas and win the USCTS modified race last year said something. He rolled across the scales at Lone Star Speedway as a victor and got that one snatched away from him. John Mitchell is an outstanding race car driver, and I believe next year we're all going to be proud of John. He's going to be going up and down the roads, I believe, racing with USCTS quite frequently is what I'm hearing. And I don't want to ever say too sure. You never can be too sure. It's silly season as opposed to this. So that's what I'm recently hearing. And John Mitchell can definitely show up and show out there.
Yeah, and my sources tell me the same thing, that he will run very limited late model races, maybe less than 5. And it'll be local. So
he does have a Vanderbilt race car on the way, built from a good friend of the New Sharon, Iowa, Zach Vanderbilt. And obviously the Vanderbilt race car won the USMTS title this year, but Johnny Scott behind the wheel, 16 victories, also won the Featherweight Fall Jamboree. And Scott Blunk was in a Vanderbilt car this weekend in Las Cruces, and that racing a modified.
Very, man. Pretty looking modified too, man. I love that thing. And I tell you, here we got again. Winslet's out front leading, but the race to watch is second right now, baby. Tater Hyde and Catman Mitchell, 2 local yokels getting it done out here. The race for second is heated up, Zach.
White flag is out for the GRT chassis. Yard Services LLC, EMT number 21 of David Winslet. Winslet has been on a heater. I'm telling you, began his race career back in 1999 in a Pinto and a mini stock. And here we are, when he began his race career in an Oklahoma modified in 2006. He is going to go at it here tonight at Timberline and put the field into his hip pocket. He'll score the victory in commanding fashion. David Winslet dominates tonight here at Billy White Timberline Speedway.
And John Mitchell holds on for second. Tater Hyde brings home third. I tell you what, David Winslet doing what he does. He wins a lot, Zach.
David was in an IRP race car for quite some time. Also was in a Larry Shaw car, and he swapped back this season or last season to a GRT race car built by Joe Garrison out of Arkansas. From South Bossier City, Louisiana. Once again, he's the two-time reigning Boot Hill Speedway Open Wheel Modified Track Champion.
So he put on a clinic, Zach. Y'all fans give it up for him as he climbs out of the car here momentarily. That was a heck of a show.
Nearly an entire second victory tonight. With the Kittler AMS power underneath the hood of the GRT race car, give it up for South Bossier City's David Winslet in 21. David, your 5th career modified victory here tonight at Timberline Speedway, and I don't know that you knew how sizable an advantage you had there, man, but the car was just absolutely glued right around the bottom. A few cautions there, but you had to feel pretty confident for how good this car was getting around the racetrack. Lap cars probably made you nervous too, though.
Yeah, the lap car made me nervous a few times there, but man, we worked on this thing this week. I didn't feel like I was very good a couple weeks ago, and I didn't feel good, and I was like, we were going to work on this thing.
You had some good guys here tonight. Obviously, anytime you come, and Tater and Chris, Billy Jack's been fast. There's a lot of good competitors out here. You never can be too sure until you cross underneath that flag stand.
Man, Chris and John and Tater, you never count him out here, and Billy Jack's been fast, and even Randall Settle's been fast in track conditions like this. So to beat the cars that we beat tonight, I'm extremely happy.
Just to give you some confidence, and I mentioned that because next week you go to race for 15 grand? Yeah, $15,000 next week at Kennedale Speedway Park. I'll be there, by the way. I should know what it is to win, but it's got to give you some confidence. When you can beat Chris Henning and you can beat some of these guys, they'll run up front in USMTS races or even win them, and you're about overdue for one of those. It's got to give you some confidence going into the next week.
For sure, but that's a whole different level of competition. It for sure helps get a little money to buy some tires before we leave, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a lot of work. Isn't that about the big deal in these modifieds is a lot of that tire work? It's hard to have good help, isn't it?
It is, and Brad showed up tonight and helped me a tremendous amount. I showed up tonight on old tires. I ordered tires the other day, and FedEx didn't show up with my tires this week, so we've been working on tires all night, and UPS let me down on my tires, and FedEx let me down on my wrap. Wrap's lost in Jackson, Mississippi somewhere, and tires, who knows where at. So we threw it together and said we're going anyway.
Hey, plain Jane, basic. Hey, as long as the driver's still behind the cockpit, I think that's all that matters. You got a good race car, a pretty dang good driver too, man. While you're at it, let's hear about all the folks that help you out.
Oh man, my wife and son, he's asleep. My dad, yard services, Ware's Machine, Stuckey Enterprises, ABC Auto Parts, Little Works in Progress. The list goes on. I know I'm forgetting people. Allen's Automotive, J&J Motorsports, Extreme Graphics by J-Rod. Brad Love, he helped me tonight. I don't get his help very often. He's always off with my brother-in-law somewhere, so it's extremely nice to have some help tonight.
For a career that began in mini stocks back in 1999, man, it turned out to be a pretty dang good modified shoe, man. Best luck to you next weekend.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good up for him, ladies and gentlemen. It's David Winslet from South Bossier City, Louisiana, scores the win here tonight.
It's about to get real spooky up here, boy, let me tell you. A lot of good four-cylinders here. Maybe a little bit of smaller field than we're used to for the spooky race, but they're going to put on a well of a show. Danny Rambo looking for the lead, going to turn 1 2. Chris Perkins on the high side. Dakota Cooper up there, looking to the inside of Jerry Kirsten. We're 3 wide for third. Contact. Dakota Cooper backs off and keep it out of Jerry Kirsten. Here comes somebody on the outside. Is that Connor? That's Lewis Gibbs in the 30P. Oh my, they're got a gaggle up front here, guys. I hope this isn't a caution-led race, but it's getting crazy. 3 wide for second here, almost Mr. 2018 Dalton Vines. Oh, Lewis Gibbs might have broke there. Looks like he's good to go, but it looked like he may have hit a hole. Here comes Dalton Vines, the inside of Danny Rambo. So right now, your top 3, Chris Perkins, not driving the Sunfire from Saturn. He's driving a car for Harley Grice. He's looking good out front. Danny Rambo running in second. Dalton Mines currently in third. Lewis Gibbs in fourth. Captain Universe Justin Godberg rounds out your top 5. Share what you got, someone else up here. We got issues with number 2. He's going to pull off the track. I think that's CJ Howell. Right now it's all about Chris Perkins, boy. He is gone. He has checked out that yellow car for Harley Grice. Still a good battle between Danny, Jason, Rambo, and Mr. 2018. He races everywhere he can on Dalton Mines. We haven't seen Dalton a lot here towards the end of the season. After 4 more races, he had to get some new motors and some new parts. But no doubt, Dalton Mines is picking up where he left off. Yeah, it must have been a hole in Lewis Gibbs' hips. He still looks fast out there. He's getting by Dalton Mines, trying to get by Danny Rambo. Justin Converse in that canary yellow. Don't let him fool you. He's a fellow. As Converse is in the new car looking good. Morgan Powell trying to move the field. He's out there. Got to fill back a little bit like this. Tough pickings to a rowdy field here of good drivers in this 4-cylinder class. Oh my. Converse, Dalton Mines side by side over here battling for 5th. Lewis Gibbs has got by them both. Here comes Converse giving his buddy Danny Rambo a shot in the shorts there. He's going to try to get by him going into 3 and 4. Excuse me, that's 1 and 2. I'm backwards racing here, Zach. Converse is coming. He's on the outside right now of Lewis Gibbs, trying to get by Gibbs and then Rambo. Yeah, you know, 30 feet, Lewis Gibbs. It's Chris Perkins and Harley Grice's ride. Yes, I know. Chris Perkins is on fire. He's no longer the Sunfire from Saturn, Zach, but he's on fire right now on the ex-M&M ride. Yeah.
It's hard to throw a slide job in a 4-cylinder, and he just, well, sometimes you get the horns.
And that's 2 buddies out there getting a little dicey. Dalton Mines gets into Converse. Oh my, you got 3 best buddies out there shaking it out, Mr. 2018. I'm hitting everyone.
This is wild. I mean, look at this. They're 4 different lanes wide right now. Off of 4. Here comes Converse.
Yet again, the battle for second is the best battle on the track.
Well, it's about to be for the lead because I'm telling you right now, Chris Perkins may come back down to earth here in just a moment.
Rambo, he's trying to get to the back of Converse right now,
I mean, no discredit by saying that. I just want to be very clear. Chris Perkins can wheel. But what I mean by that is lap traffic is about to hold him up, and everybody else is going to get closer and closer.
If he can get through, though, these guys got to get through, too. And I'm telling you, Rambo was trying to give Converse a shot back there,
They're literally 2. They were 2 different lanes wide in front of them. You see that Converse is picking up the slack. At this juncture of the race, there's a 2.371 advantage. Let's see what it's chipped into at the line. I guarantee you it's at the low 2s or even into the 1 bracket.
And what's crazy is, get that time real quick, and I'll bring this up here about Converse.
Yep. Wow, he shaved nearly a whole second off the lead.
Yeah.
He shaved 0.8, so it's 1.5 second advantage right now for Chris Perkins over Converse, the winningest driver in this division since this class began in 2015.
Yeah, so first night out in this new car for Converse. What's crazy, we got a caution on the field here, but what's crazy about that new car, man, he tried to race it for the first time last weekend, and we're going to go green this time if Scotty likes it, Zach. How many laps will it take for Converse to get Perkins? You want to try to call it? Think he'll do it? Perkins going to lead the way.
We'll just see where the cards get played and where the chips fall, because here comes Converse. I don't think there's any doubt that he was coming quick, fast, and in a hurry before the caution, but
Lewis Gibbs looks impressive too right now, Zach.
no relation to Joe Gibbs. Down the back straightaway in the turn number 3. And I'll tell you right now, it's getting interesting. It's getting tight. Throw a blanket over the top 6 cars off of turn number 4. Should be 10 more laps to go.
Captain Universe, Justin Converse says, here's my universe. You're in it right now, Chris Perkins, but I'm going to put you in a black hole and suck you to the back at least a second. Converse is coming. He's faster, Zach.
It'll be 14 laps complete this time by the flag stand. As Converse all over the grid, bumper to the number 18 for the race lead.
And look at the difference in these 2 cars in the corners. You see Converse breaking loose in the corner.
He's pulling up his e-brake.
Getting that rear end out there.
Wow.
Oh, was that? He braked?
He broke.
Oh, that horrible luck for Chris Perkins, because he had a heck of a ride going tonight, man. I hate that for Perkins. Lights are out. Scotty Hushelbeck will look them over. 16 to go in the spooky 30. James Peace makes it 3 wide on the restart. Oh my, he'll take 2. That's the Walmart special, Zach. He'll get Cooper. He'll get Lewis Gibbs before they even get to the line. Wow. We'll see. Oh, is that the black? Nope, we're going to give him the halfway point. I thought Scotty might give him a little black, but it'll be a halfway flag here we're going to see. Justin Converse is going to get that halfway flag. Danny Rambo trying to chase him down. James Peace is up to 3rd in a car that he rolled over in the heat race. Whoa, and Lewis Gibbs hits it back out of it and stay on a piece, and it gets Cooper into Gibbs. Cooper's going to get the short end of the stick and lose about 3 or 4 spots. That'll sit him back there with Chris Kirsten and Morgan Powell as they're going to be battling it out back there for 7th, 8th, and 9th right now. Tough break for Dalton Vines. Not sure what's happened to that car. It's all used up, but he's fell way back, Zach. He's back there about 13th or 14th after battling for the lead earlier. Looks like Jesse Tate already had to pull off that other poor boy racing. Boy, they're going to be a little bit poor after this night as they both are going to have DNFs. As Converse circles the track here, I tell you what though, second place, there's no one hungrier right now than Danny Rambo, who hasn't won a race since the Armadale Nationals at Lone Star Speedway last season. I think it was around September time. That's the last win he's had in that thing. Since then, he's totaled a couple cars and he's blown about 6 motors. So he's hungry. I tell you what, James Peace is giving up the spot though to Tyler Green. He's moved into 3rd. Where did Tyler Green come from? This is getting crazy up here, man. They're coming and going so quickly out of nowhere. But right now, no one's got anything for Rambo in 2nd or Converse in the lead there. 10 to go at the line this time by. As you notice, Converse comes by. He's got high on the hood. He's got by on the trunk. Off the backstretch. Oh my, parts are flying off the car. He got high like he did at 67 Zach just for no reason. There's not no Mr. Hickey's hayfield here though. There's a wall back there, buddy. Danny Rambo moves into the lead. Rambo now in the lead over Converse. Converse with a mistake. He's done that a couple times this year, Zach, just running off the backstretch. It's crazy. Tyler Green is there. He's trying to take that bumper cover off there of Converse's car. If that falls off, we might get a debris caution. Not really. Tyler Green getting a little bump there to Converse.
I think Justin's just trying to add suspense to this spooky race is what's going on. He said it ain't.
He did it. He's done it, son.
It ain't crazy enough yet. So he'll continue to roll. It's a scary scene there for him. And he is having some trouble here, maybe getting back to Danny Rambo. But I'm telling you right now, Rambo better get ready because Converse, he ain't playing. He's coming.
Let me tell you, Rambo,
I really don't count him out. I think he's still win this race. And that's no discredit to Danny. I just think that I've seen Justin do this too many times. He can oftentimes afford a mishap, but I don't know. Danny's looking pretty strong.
Yeah, he's looking good again. Danny Rambo said so much bad luck. He can't have that much more, I don't think. But Converse is closing the gap here. 5 to go this time by. 2 friends out there finna duke it out for 5 laps.
Last time by a 0.754 advantage, and a big bobble that time by Converse, and I think that he just slowed. And he did slow because we have a caution out on the racetrack.
Oh man, that's
Caution.
not what Rambo wanted to see. Green flags out. We're 4 wide almost coming out of the corner. Oh my, contact. Dakota Cooper, Lewis Gibbs, Chase Peace, Morgan Powell gets turned. Chris Kirsten. It's getting spooky. Wow. Wow. Morgan Powell couldn't catch a Kit Kat break if she got it thrown at her.
Danny Rambo with 6 laps to go, 24 score to this 30-lap affair, $800 a win, one of the biggest paying prizes for the 4-cylinders this season. The one previous $1,000 to win was held earlier in the year at Lone Star Speedway. And speaking of Lone Star, we're speaking of Justin Converse, won that 1,000 win at Lone Star, but the driver who won last year's most prestigious event at the Armadillo Nationals is your leader. Well, wait, maybe not. As Lewis Gibbs, no relation to Joe once again, but Lewis down to the inside. Lewis.
Converse, I thought was going to send Lewis Gibbs somewhere and hit him in the back, Zach, but he didn't quite do it. We got a race here, man. What a race for the win right now. 5 to go, 4 to go. Christopher Franks, thank you for putting this together.
Chris done a fine job with it, but these drivers have to get out here and put on the show, and they're doing just that. Right now, it'll be 4 laps to go at the line, and they're trying to go. They go door-to-door for the race lead momentarily down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Lewis Gibbs didn't come all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas to finish second tonight. Into 1 to the inside of Rambo. Rambo says, "This is my house." get off of my back porch.
This is insane right now, dude. Danny Rambo trying to hold on for 3 more laps of the line this time. Lewis Gibbs is going to be a bigger threat than Converse right now. I never would have thought of that. Don't count out James Peace in the rolled over ride.
Right now, Danny Rambo holding on to the top spot right now in the number 4 R car. Alpha 2 down the back straightaway. Justin Converse. Over 30 wins in this class since it started in 2015. He'll roll to the outside of Lewis Gibbs now, and he'll try to retake second, but the center of the hourglass is ticking away because there'll be 2 laps to go. This time by at the line, and Converse is turning up the wick now. He's lighting the candle.
Tell you what, he might have found the NOS button, I think. Converse came back alive. He found his universe. He got it slipped out of his universe for a little bit, but Converse is there, baby. If he can keep it on the track, he is coming.
It's Justin Converse, Tom Petty, and the Heartbreakers. Off of turn number 4 down the front straight with the white flag. Converse going to try to steal this one away on the final lap. He led the first probably 14 laps or so before a big mistake. Converse on the throttle. He knows he's got to go, and he's got to go now. The center of the hourglass is ticked all the way away. And this will be it, Chase. So the final time, he turns 3-4. He's going to drive it to the bottom of the hill. You knew it was coming.
There you go.
And he's going to smash the throttle and hope to drift up the racetrack. They're going to come to the line on the photo finish, race fans. What more do you want off of turn number 4?
Wow!
Rambo's going to win this race in a phenomenal finish.
Danny Rambo gets it done here. TK Outlaws, teammates, Justin Converse, first night out in the new car, gave it all he could, but Rambo wanted it worse. Or wanted it more, I should say. Give it up, fans. Christopher Black Cat Franks on the 4-wheeler. Putting on a show here, get us the spooky race. Your winner. This guy, man, has had more blown motors and broken cars since his last win. It's crazy. But he puts it all together and gets a good race with his buddy. Give it up, fans, for Jason Danny Rambo in the 4R, driving his heart out. Let him catch his breath here. We'll get a quick word and face over. I like that fire suit, boy. Where'd you get that? Did you call Brad a Velocita? You make that yourself? Oh, clean shaven. Who are you?
Who am I? You know who I am.
He ain't caught his breath yet. He's still looking where Converse is.
Oh yeah, good race. Thought Converse had me at the end right there.
I gotta ask, man. How many blown motors and totaled race cars have you had since the Armadillo Nationals, your last win down at Lone Star Speedway last year?
3. Blow motors, about 12.
And he's not lying. That's the bad thing about it. Bad luck for Rambo. Good luck tonight, man. Once you got out front, you were gone. I thought Converse slipped back up. It's going to be you and Lewis Gibbs. And all of a sudden, Converse woke up all of a sudden. And he sent it over here in turn 3 and 4, but he let up for his buddy, I think. Not let up as far as let you have it, but he wasn't going to smoke you in the wall like he did Cole Derrick earlier, huh?
Yeah, it was a good race. I was waiting for him to come up, and then he popped his head around.
All good friends, Cole, Danny, Andy, Morgan, all of them, man. And good seeing you in Victory Lane again. You've had a hard time trying to get back here, man, so I know it's got the monkey off the back. What is this, the 3rd annual? 30th. So we got Patrick Franks won the first one, Cole Derrick the second one, and now Danny Rambo the 3rd. So I'd say we have a shootout between all 3 of y'all next year, just for the heck of it.
Sounds good.
Well, hey, congratulations again. Thank you, Christopher Black Cat Franks, for putting this event on. Want to thank all the sponsors of this, too. Down and Dirty Racing.
Hey, Danny, I want to present you this 3rd annual trophy here. It's custom made by us and custom coatings. And I think it'll look good on your mantle, buddy.
Yeah. Look good right beside that Armadillo National Trophy you got, too, huh? I bet you still carry that around all day, don't you? That's a pretty one, though. Both of them are. Want to thank Duke Motorsports, Tower Mountain Photography, Rocky K Enterprises, WW Timber, A1 Body and Fab, Bulletproof Tees, Kim Plant Photography, AT Delivery, Hadaway Towing and Collision, Custom Coating and Fabs, Gary Stevens Roofing, H2O Customs, WC Beefmaster, Goats World, again, Down and Dirty Racing, MJ and Randy Coburn. They're the ones that make this race possible to do the Spooky 30.
Bubba McKeecher's driving Cameron Pate's 29C, Michael Jordan in the 5A. Tommy Kent, the lights are out for 20 laps. The final race of the night. We're underway. Baucom got a good start into 1. Baucom going to jump out to the early race lead, and Doug Pick Jr. makes a very uncharacteristic mistake. Bockham gets the same equal restart as he did a moment ago, and he slides up in front for the lead. Like I said, an uncharacteristic mistake by the 10-time Boot Hill Speedway Pro Mod winner this year of Doug Vick Jr. in car number 4. As they set their sights off at turn number 4, this time by out front with the lead is the Benton Bullet Josh Bockham, the former limited modified track champion at the Old Webster Champion Park Speedway, and the caution is so we'll try it one more time. The lights going out, the green coming out. And cross your fingers, cross your toes. 1 lap score to this 20-lap main event. We are back underway. There's the judge with a long time. Here we go. Gene Border rolling his way up the second with Richard Holt, your early pole sitter. Rolling down the back straightaway to his inside for the second spot. Border keeping tough. He's smooth as silk. And early on here, Bubba McEachern early in this race has rolled his way from about 14th starting spot, using a few of those cautions at his advantage. He'll roll down the back straightaway to the outside of the number 36, a 12-time Chatham winner this year in the B-Mod ranks of Kevin McCoy. And I'm telling you what, Bubba McEachern getting better and better every time he sits behind the wheel of his Cameron Payne Motorsports car. And Gene Border is slowing into one. Drives way up the hill in the air. Oh, look out, Gene. Down the back straightaway. Gene Border falls outside of the top 5 in the X car. He's limping at the top shelf, and he is done for the night. Look, watch this. You gotta respect it. He says, I'm not gonna pull out a caution. Off of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, Josh Bockham putting on a clinic here at the Timberline Speedway tonight. He's won here in a limited modified 3 times in his racing career before he moved over to this class full-time. His first full season in the Pro Mod division. Josh Bockham looking good tonight. Six laps scored, 14 laps to go in this main event. Richard Holt now putting a little bit of an advantage over the third place car, Kevin McCoy, but now Kevin McCoy grounds it deep into 1 and 2, putting some pressure on him now. Bubba McEachern done a fine job in his pulling his way all the way up to a 4th place spot. He got a little loose there on the exit of corner number 2. Is everybody single file on this one right now? No to tell, if you will. As there comes the major bottle by Sean Graham. Side of number 4, he got out of the groove and allows 2 cars to go by. The 16 of Beasley as well as the 27 of BJ Cook. Graham will fight back into one. They nearly go 3 wide. They will go 3 wide momentarily. Graham down the back straightaway. Going 3 wide. That's the best battle undoubtedly on the racetrack right now. Watch Graham try to keep off into the corner to the inside of the number 16. He comes up a little bit short. But now the 27 gets a run. BJ Cook. Down the boulevard we come. I mean, look at that log jam. I mean, oh my. BJ Cook, Jason Beasley, the General Giant, and the 27 of BJ Cook putting on a well of display. Look out, Sean Graham nearly parked it on the nose of the McDonald's number 27. And the 16 of Beasley now will get a caution after a nice lengthy green. flag out for Josh Baucom in a dominant run tonight. Final times, he turns 3 and 4. Wins at Boot Hill last month. He comes to Timberline tonight to win it. For the 4th time in his career, he'll win at Timberline Speedway tonight. Josh Baucom with his fist pumping out the window. He wins. So Benton, Louisiana's Josh Baucom scores the final victory of the night. I'll head down and get a quick post-race interview with him for raceontexas.com. And for other folks left in the house, see you guys.
Out of here.
Oh my. I want to thank all of you great race fans for making your way, as well as TimberlineSpeedway.com. You'll find out about future racing events here. Once again, on behalf of the White family and all the concession stand workers, everybody here at the racetrack, it's always a pleasure to call the action here. Just want to thank all of you folks for coming out and enjoying your Saturday night with us. Everybody, please be safe headed home.
Hey, we'll see you in 2019. If you drink, don't drive, do the watermelon crawl. Let your buddy drive you home. Good job, Scotty. See you next year, bud.
So the driver out of Benton, Louisiana. This will be back-to-back for Benton, Louisiana's Josh Baucom, who's a former limited modified ace, now on this Pro Mod class full-time. For everybody left in the house, give him a hand for Josh Baucom in 25. Well, 325, but yeah. Man, the car's been awesome. I don't know what you found on it here at the end of the season. Just talked with you a moment ago. You won at Boot Hill, and not sure how much you changed to come over here and run this racetrack. But, you know, you've won here a couple of times in your career in the limited. You take a liking to this place.
I do. Billy and Justin and all of them, they do a really good job with it, and we come up here every chance we get, and which ain't very often with this deal, but we support it when we can, and we thank them for letting us come up here.
Man, that initial start to this race, which you had a couple of original restarts, but you timed it and did the same thing. It seemed like at both times you hopped in front of the 33H of Richard Holt, and I think that probably won you this race to get out there and get some clean track.
It may have. I was really, really good right here and was able to get by him and clear him, and I think that had a lot to do with it.
I don't think anyone's doubted, like I told you at Boot Hill, I don't think anyone's ever doubted you, Josh, but like you say, there's a little bit more of a learning curve on this deal than maybe you even expected.
Well, there's a lot more up underneath the back of that than it is a limited, so and shocks affect this thing a lot more than the limited did, and there's just a whole list of stuff, man, and you just got to find what fits you.
About give Mike Washburn and Doug Vick a run for their money. I seen Mike standing around, so I just thought full about. Yeah, they're about ready for a run for the money.
Hey, Mike, you said Mike who? No, I'm just kidding, Mike. We know. Yeah. He's one of the best.
Yeah. 7 wins this year. We'll head to Boot Hill next week. We'll try to go back-to-back and get you a Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. Man, I hate to bring up you were so close in the limited. Yeah, we don't have to go too deep, but you were so close a couple years ago. Last turn, I know, but look, it's history. It's a part of it. That's a part of what gives you that drive to go back.
I promise you it won't happen again.
That's right. Well, yeah, I believe you. Hey, try to go back-to-back next week. I do want to give you an opportunity to thank all the folks who help you out.
Oh yeah, Easy One Power. This GRT race car has been good. War Shocks helps me. PTS Race Engines. My dadgum ear has done. Anyway, sorry. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Total Custom Carbs. They supply my carburetor and stuff and do a really good job. And I guess that's about it as far as I can tell, man. It's been a long time since I done one of these.
You just keep listening to those voices in your head, man, because they're working and they're telling you to go fast, and that's all that matters, man. Great job tonight, man.
I appreciate it. And ain't many people left, but thank y'all for coming.
You know, always keep in mind, at least you'll be on video for Race on Texas. All the folks will see you there too.
I know. I guess I need to quit being cheap and buy it.
How about I just give you a few free month accounts so you can get a good world. I'll give you that since you won tonight. How about that? All right, Josh Baucom, ladies and gentlemen, the final winner of the night here at the Speedway.